Live from the Debate Network, it is Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Debate Network.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is...
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
How's everybody's father feeling today?
Off is a direction you can...
Escúchenme. Everybody listen. Ha ha. To me.
We are fucking back! We're back! Classic! We are back!
Let me talk to you.
What makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? Me, how my nipples feel.
My nipples feels fantastic, folks, but there we go. It feels so tremendously great. Yes, it does. Yes. And welcome, everyone, to the Circle of Debate 5-year anniversary. Yes, it's 5 years. It's been fucking 5 years. 5, cinco. Never thought it would be that long, but man, thank you all, man. Yeah. Oh my God, 5 fucking years. Right. Woo. Thank you. But you already know, folks, it's the host of you I'm to see here with my other host. I gotta hail this man. There's a reason why. Because he is a king. So everybody, all hail to the king. Because he is so... All hail this chosen...
He's a man.
A soulless man. But all hail, OG.
Having your way.
That is right.
What is going on, everybody? What's going on?
That's right. Oh, Lauren, I appreciate you. Yes, that's right. All right. Anybody here? Yes. What's going on, King Rocks? What is going on? Brandon, Mr. Pinckney, what is good, man? What is good? Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. Yes. Yes, that's your court jester. There you go. Io Sky is the Will Ospreay, WWE Women's Division. Julia is the Kazuchika Okada. Stephanie is the Bryan Danielson. Bianca is the Kenny Omega. And Roxanne is the Kyle Fletcher. Ooh, that's a bold statement, but
heavy statement there.
Yep, that's a heavy statement. I don't know. Do you agree with that, OGK?
I don't know, but look who's just in time.
Oh, he is just in time. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Redeemer. Hopefully he'll be here, but we'll see. Depending on how he
As you see, he has his dark state mask on. It's kind of funny. I showed him the other day. I found my own.
Oh, you did?
for Tuesday, so yeah.
Oh, man. But what an amazing journey, 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time, and I know that, we took a break, obviously. We had a lot of Mania. Of course, with the Mania week, we had fucking so much watch-alongs, and it's not over. We still got a lot more watch-alongs coming next week. And it's actually not in 2 weeks, actually. We got Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. That's right.
Yeah, we got that in 2 weeks on the 10th. Yeah, the 10th.
Yeah.
Which I'm looking forward to my birthday weekend. So,
Ooh. Who will be crowned the first ever Maple Leaf World Heavyweight Champion? That's what I'm excited for. And
don't forget the women's
exactly
champion too.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. That's right, because I forgot we do have in the finals. It's remind me who's in the finals again? Because I
it is Kylie Ray, Mrs. Smiles, against, of course, Giselle Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
That's the finals.
Yep.
And
also,
we got the Battle Royal for the men. A lot of people have been announced for it, and then we do have they did announce one other match. I have it somewhere. I'll have to look for it. But they just made a big announcement of a certain tag team that's going to be there. They're not bad. They're not unhappy. They are good. The Good Brothers.
That's right. The Good Brothers will be there too. I'm excited for that. That I am excited. Oh, I get to see the Good Brothers back in action now that the 98 clause is over, which, they're going to be in Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. So I'm excited to see that. Man, 2 titles are going to be crowned. And then also, hopefully, we get some tag team titles too. I hope so. I hope so too. Why not?
Yeah, I think theirs is up. I do know that Bray Priestley's is up the first week of May. Also. And she's been teasing some stuff. And, of course, as we know from Friday night, last night, at the end of House of Glory, that Cedric Alexander's 90-day clause is up.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and he's going to be wrestling. And yes, I do have a little guy behind me, right there. Yeah, bombarded me. This is going to happen all night with me.
It's all good.
But he wrestled his first match on the Indies out of his 90 days. And in a couple of weeks, it's going to be him versus Mike Santana for the House of Glory World title. So that's going to be a banger.
Oh, I'm excited. Really, really excited. Oh, man. But ladies and gentlemen, this is an anniversary. But I know a lot of people talk about a lot of things that have been happening in the world of professional wrestling. But we're going to talk about the good things. And that is, of course, the State of the Union, which is one thing is a good thing. And that is
you can't have a State of the Union without the king.
Exactly. That's why
you did it right here.
That's why I had to, we had to bring the king in for sure. So now let's start with the good news. though. Let's start with the good news. Let's start with the merger, the buy, the purchase of Lucha Libre AAA bought from TKO from Emmanuel is not official until after Worlds Collide June 7th. That's where their signature will be done. A lot of things have been happening here that we know. Jeremy Borash is already there. We'll be heading there to be part of the creative. We're not sure if he's going to be the one in charge. Conan's still going to be there. And it
looks like they're going to – I think it's going to be like 50-50. I think they're both going to do it together.
Yeah.
Bounce ideas off of each other to make things work.
Yep, that's right. Shout out to Mick Artis from the Ring Fanatics. So Backlash is also on the 10th. Is it on the 10th too? I thought
it is.
Oh, great. Let's see. Of course, we knew that wasn't happening, Logan. I still think the Good Brothers should go back to TNA and New Japan. They can still do. Yeah, I agree with you, Brendan.
I think that they would do something, but I like the idea of them doing the indies first.
Yes, I agree.
Because it doesn't for guys like them, it allows them not to be locked down. And if they feel like with how they were before, where they didn't really wrestle too much, if they still have the love for the business, which I don't doubt they don't, but it's like you want them to do it and then go somewhere where they sign, unless like TNA, where it's like a short-term thing. where they're not locked down to anything long term.
Yeah, that's true. But now that we know this is going to happen, everybody that wanted to hear the scoop from Conan, he pretty much gave his scoop out. He doesn't know anything as of yet. He doesn't know, pretty soon they'll be announcing where AAA will be actually programmed television-wise. I mean, there's still, with the other programs they have, of course, but we don't know what's going to happen, what's going to be their schedule. So there's a lot of things happening here. And another thing, too, that we don't know yet, and it's just for the notice, is where does, the talent stand. So talents, they're aware,
there's some interesting talent on the roster.
Yes.
If I say, but they did already make a decision on one of them. So
that's right. Well, break it down first, King. State of the Union, put it down, and let the people know your thoughts. And what is the future that you feel for AAA and WWE?
Well, first off, I like this partnership and whatnot. A lot of people are bringing up, of course, AEW and everything they had with AAA, but it's like AEW seems that they have a good thing going with CMLL. They tried to do something with both, it just didn't work out, and CMLL was a better fit for them. Mm-hmm. So you know what? WWE comes in, they want to work with AAA. Perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Now they have their connection to Mexico, and it seems like both companies are splitting these companies up in half, which is perfectly fine. They work with who they want to work with. If this comes out great for both sides, that's awesome. It just gives more of I don't want to say checkbook for AAA, but basically it's and it gives them more direction and more eyes on their town, because it's good. Like, it's a big promotion in Mexico, but the bigger picture is worldwide.
Yeah,
and that's what's going to allow this to happen. It's going to take time. We've talked about this. I wouldn't be surprised, and the idea has been made public that they could change the name to basically NXT Mexico,
which I don't think is going to happen though.
So that's out there. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but if they kept the AAA, that'd be better to me, because you kind of don't want to change the heart and soul of the company.
Exactly,
because it's named that way for a reason. But of course, the big news that just came out after this was they are not keeping a world champion Alberto El Patron. Of course, there's a history there with the WWE and with what just happened with him and why he was put on suspension. It's not my place to get into the ramifications and the details of that, but let's just say it wasn't good, and he's not going to be back in AAA. So that's the first thing.
That's a
transaction-wise.
And we know that they're gonna obviously take away the belt from him. Yeah. Who is they gonna crown the new world champion? That's where I'm kind of questioning there. So it's like, are they gonna have a tournament for it, a battle royal? As much as Patron will try to persuade himself to stay, but it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. It just, once TKO take full ownership, he's gone. So it just. Yes, we live, baby.
A few weeks and we live.
30 heels, baby.
Definitely going down in 3-6 years.
Oh, yes. And what is good? Tell me what is good. BJ, what's going on? Kayla! That's right. Kayla! Hey, girl. Let me know if you want to join in, Kayla. I'll send you the link.
Yeah. Plenty of space on here.
Absolutely. Yes, that's right. And, of course, Dylan! World. Elite. World. Elite, baby. What's going on? El Grande Americano, Barry Monkey.
Shout out to our Twitch brethren right there. Barry Monkey. He's always on Twitch, and we love the people that comment and chill with us on the Twitch side of things. So
absolutely.
Absolutely. You know anybody else that always goes on Twitch, Barry Monkey, tell them to come on over and talk to us on there.
That is right. That's right. But just seeing what's going to happen with how Cope's saying with 6 years. I feel like I know Conan said on his show that they're not going to really change much things, just to more help. And they asked what was the reason of the sale. Well, they needed a better, obviously, to push the product more and more internationally, not just only in Latin America, but more here in North America and other places as well internationally. It needed that push, it needed that help, it needed that guide. And what better way for TKO to purchase it and help the company to go further and further. I mean, we already know that, Dorian, he's still going to be there in charge, and we all know that. People, the Peña family are just going to stay there. The only thing is that TKO is doing is really more, obviously, owning the product. They got the library, of course, too. That's a major purchase right there, the library. And then not only that, OGK is just they're going to be just. Think about this. What about we see the merger itself, the fucking library on fucking Netflix? Imagine they could put it on fucking Netflix, the library of AAA, the history of it too. It's fuck.
I could see it there, but I feel like it would be a thing where it'd be on the library just in Mexico, if that makes sense.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because they always have to have the boundaries of where you can watch this, where you can watch that. Because the whole point of this is the fact that as a company, you always want to shoot for the next thing. You have your own region, and then you want to shoot for worldwide.
Speaking of worldwide, because this guy, he rocks hard.
Calling out rock hard wrestler, rock hard. Not only am I rock hard, I'm not tired. I'm fully rested.
He's not tired. He's fully rested right here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, El Papacito of podcasting, baby. That is, of course, get your motherfucking.
What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Happy 5-year anniversary.
Thank you.
Let's fucking go.
All right. Yeah. That's right, baby. Yeah.
Give it up. Look at this handsome man, clean shaved over here, Bakley.
That's what I told
this guy right here. Look at this guy.
Always got to change things up.
Mm-hmm.
With how weird it looks.
You know, slow down. Let me just get to know you.
I'm gonna have to have you record a 2-minute video of you singing so I could go to sleep with that,
Oh, of course, man. Whatever you like, Whatever you like.
All about the slow melodies.
What's good? Where are we at right now?
Well, right now
we're Red Zone. Oh, that's the
we're talking about that. Yes. But let's hear you out, just.
Well,
what are your thoughts overall?
I think the last time. I think we talked about this on GETCHO, but even before, like, it's still not an official, right? Yep. Like, AAA can still cancel the whole deal if they want to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I think is odd on WWE's part to make the announcement like that at WrestleMania. Excuse me, make a big, huge announcement like that at WrestleMania. It's kind of like, when you're back in the day in high school, when you're kind of just talking to a girl or you're talking to somebody and, you're perceiving the perception, oh yeah, we together, but you ain't together, it's like, until you confirm with that other person, like you're together and the other person's like, I mean, we're just talking. We're not in a relationship, So that's how I feel that this one is. I think WWE got a little too pre-ejaculation excited with this announcement, Because hey, ¿cómo estás? Hola, yeah, happy 5-year. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
Cinco years, But I hope it works out for the benefit of AAA, because the branding and the network of TKO is what AAA needs in order to really cross over and be that bigger market for Mexico. Me personally, I would like it to be CMML. I just feel like they have a better overall up to down from top to bottom roster and presentation than AAA.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I feel like when it comes to these big time productions that WWE requires, CMML delivers, and they have the sponsors. CMML has the sponsors.
And majority of the wrestlers actually are from there.
Exactly. Right.
AAA
Exactly.
is like just implants from other countries.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this benefits AAA more than it benefits WWE. You know.
Now here's the biggest question. If you guys want to answer this one, is Logan's question here that he has. Do we think that WWE can later down the line acquire Marigold or Noah or both? That's a good question.
I think what they're doing, I don't think you're going to be able to acquire like a Japanese one. Like Marigold, they just started out. So it's like they're trying to get their own footing still.
Right.
And they don't want to be like, oh, we just got started less than a year ago. Let's sell to somebody else already. Because you're still trying to figure out, even though they're being successful right now, they still want to see where like their future and what they're going to go before they make a huge thing like that. And then Noah, the way Japanese promotions are, it's very different. It's more respectful. They have different crowds there.
Yes.
It's just so different. Like Mexico's different too, but it's like at least it's a little bit of the same in the States. Japan, that's totally different. And I think that it's better for them to have a working relationship rather than being bought by WWE. Like I just saw that what's his name, Imamura, the guy in NXT, is getting ready to go back now. So I think that's why they're having that title match on Tuesday, is because he's finishing up his excursion. I like that idea. I like the working relationship where WWE is sending NXT Town over there for the N1 and other stuff, and then Noah's sending guys to NXT for excursions. I think that's a great idea. You're bringing back basically what Ring of Honor did with New Japan for you. So I think that's where it needs to, I feel like, stay at with the Japanese promotions.
Yeah. Just, a working relationship is all we need. I don't think them to be bought out or acquired by WWE. It doesn't need to happen. And how come the M doesn't get a capital in the in that sentence? No, I'm just playing. you capitalize N for no, but not the M for Mary. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, that's not good, puppy. Oh man, but we know that Patron's going to be there. Brian, what's going on, Chef?
Shout out
to the chef,
man.
But I know Patron is not going to be there. He's gone, but we don't have for sure.
Oh,
that's a fact.
Don't say his name.
Oh, I know. He's fucking gone.
Yeah.
But the question is, who's going to? But I asked Becky earlier, like, who's going to crown as the new champion? Would it do a battle royal tournament if that's the case? I mean,
do a tournament. Tournament. Yeah, they could do that. I mean, that's what AAA is kind of known for, right? So
I think the front runner would have to be Vikingo. That's the front runner.
Oh, that's right. So Vikingo will probably be the one. I mean, I would say the last resort round. I mean,
even though he had a prominent moment at WrestleMania, so I'm like, damn, they're doing this and they're gonna.
Oh man, that Kingo wanted to jump in there, boy, and whoop Chad Gable. I mean, Grando Americano's ass.
Yeah. That was crazy. And it's funny because he's competing in Ultimate X tomorrow, which is going to be cool.
Wait, who is? You go to Vikingo?
Yeah, he's in Ultimate X.
Oh,
the 6-man.
Oh shit!
And they just announced that Cindy Akeem is, aka Reggie.
Ooh.
'Cause
Okay.
I think they just signed him.
That's interesting. That is
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. But here's a question. Here's another question before we move on to the other subject. Who do you feel that in WWE or NXT should be the first one to go over there? Who should be going over to AAA for their events? Who should they be sending over?
Oh, well, I think they just announced because they just announced a prominent event, and I think there's a couple people going over there.
Well, who's going to be going over there that they announced that you know?
I gotta look. I saw the thing.
Thea Hale is listen, whoever they
Andre Chase. No,
Hey, come on, having
on.
a new school.
The Triple A chapter of Chase U.
Right. Escuela, new escuela. Could you imagine the vignettes? He's like teaching a new school, etapa dos, unidas tres.
Oh, I know. They better get learn their English for sure. I can tell you that.
Imagine somebody doing the Chase U, the kick stomp, but doing it in Spanish.
Oh, let's see. There's two questions here that they have for us. So let's start with Barry Monkey's question first.
Yes.
He's like, could WWE owning AAA overshadow the TNA NXT working relationship?
Yeah, most definitely. I think so.
It could, but they're already doing a lot with the TNA, and it's more of an outlet. You might not see like tomorrow. There's almost like 15 wrestlers that are going to appear on TNA from NXT, but it just might not be a lot like it is now. Like it's at 15, it could be like 6 or 7, and then you got people go over there. But then AAA doesn't do a lot of events like TNA does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's just what is it, like once a month or something like that? I feel like, or
maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's like every once.
So it's like
2 months. Yeah.
So it's like it's not gonna be the same. So I think that it could be worked away where it doesn't affect it at all.
Yeah, see, I say only yes, and overshadowing is not a bad thing. I just think that it will feel that way because of what they will have to do to make people know about these wrestlers from AAA, right? Like everyone already knows about TNA. Like it's already if not the third brand promotion in America, right? Like everybody knows them, but people not us, may not know who Vikingo and who the other wrestlers are that are in there. So
yeah, that's. I would say maybe the beginning once World Collide happens, and then it opens doors for the audiences here in North America to get to know the talent from AAA, because I feel like they don't know them, and they probably don't know just about a couple of them, like 5 of them. I mean, actually, we could. Besides Conan Vampiro, who's there, and I know JBL is doing shit there.
Yeah, he's been.
I don't know what the fuck is he doing over there.
Don't get me started with JBL just showing.
Well, you know what I mean. The gimmick aside, the character aside, motherfuckers love JBL. You know what I'm saying? The guy, so for him to be part of AAA and doing stuff with them, it's cool. Listen, people change. Right?
Fuck yeah. I think JBL's loving in tacos over there, and I just hope that one thing now that with this merger, what they can really use, and over there at AAA they should use against JBL, because then they will fuck him up. Is remember that segment? God rest his soul, Eddie Guerrero, but that one segment that he was at the borderline in Texas and kicking him out, everybody, imagine showing that shit.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Shit. JBL will get some shit. I'll tell you that if that shit does happen. I'll tell you that shit.
I'm hoping for a segment with like LA Park and like, Hank and Tank.
Oh, that's right. Oh, oh my God, it'd be so amazing. Hank and Tank at the LA Park.
Yeah, I think that'd be hilarious,
Oh, fuck yeah. That'll be, oh my God. and just the women's division too. I could just see even with TNA. But you know what, Brain Monkey? I also see TNA helping with being tied in along in this relationship, and then they could probably they'll have talent talent from TNA go into AAA as well. Besides Triple H sending talent to TNA, I mean that we could see. So
can we talk about the elephant in the room though?
We're gonna get there because I'm trying to see the bad one.
No. I mean, there's an elephant in the room, and by elephant I mean a wrestler on that roster who is a champion by the name of Matthew Riddle.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That is right.
Yes.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
No,
I believe
shit.
he's like a middleweight champion.
He's a middle card. I forgot the name of the champion exactly, but yeah, he is.
So how are they going to play it off, especially after him talking shit on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and all that shit?
Well, they have also another issue too. I forgot the person's name, but there was a person that had I mean, it was a really bad situation too with Stephanie Vakir. I forgot the person's name that's on AAA that they had an accident that seemed like it was meant to be like, it was really meant to hurt, or he was really meant to hurt Stephanie Vakir, and he's still part of the promotion. So there's that whole thing, put Matt aside. There's that whole
MLW champion, but he's also AAA.
Yeah, he's also MW. So there's that situation too, and because of the person, I forgot the guy's name, but the person's heritage is he has long standing with AAA, so it's like, I don't know how that's going to be worked out as well. But
I was just thinking this too. Thank God didn't they just crown tag champions, because I know they had to vacate the champions because who they were before didn't defend them. I'm pretty sure they did. They just crowned new ones.
That's a good
question. Because they walked out or something like that?
Let's see. Let me look. Who are the current champions they have? Let me see. That's a good question. So
I could be wrong. That could be CMLL. It could be.
Okay. So I know we have. So right now, besides the other guy, who's they gonna get rid of? I know for a fact. Yes. But then we have El Mesias, who is the Latin American champion. You have Laredo Kid, who is the World Cruiserweight champion. You have Nueva Generación Dinamita, which is Samson and Forasteo, who are the tag team champions. You got the mixed champion, which is La Herida and Mr. Iguana. You have the trios champion, Los Psycho Circus, which is Dave the Clown, Murder Clown, Panic Clown. And then you have La Reinas of the champions, Flammer. So those are the current champions you have right now.
And then I just remembered, this is the big thing for me when they made the acquisition. And when I thought of the whole Worlds Collide show, there's a wrestler on AAA's roster, and there's a certain commentator on NXT that are brothers. Sam Adonis and Corey Graves are brothers.
That's right. That's right. Fuck, they're brothers. I forgot about that shit. I love Sam Adonis, man. He's
he's great. He's
great. I can't wait to see him. Oh my god, it is so fucking. Oh, I love it.
So he needs to have something prominent on Worlds Collide, and they need to have some sort of interaction with him and Corey Graves. Of course, on the fact that they're brothers.
See right here, Meredith asked the question: do we think that the reason why we saw Stephanie McCure on Monday Night Raw was because of the acquisition of AAA?
No, because if you look at the year,
I don't think so.
If you looked at the year before, they did the same thing with Roxanne Perez. She showed up as champion and she wrestled a match on there, which she won. She wasn't in a prominent match like a title. Like a champ versus champ, but it was just a way to get the eyes on
NXT.
The champion, the casual eyes on NXT.
And the other thing too is that even if you go back, NXT women champions and even the men champions have been on Raw after Mania. Paige came out after I forgot what Mania that was to challenge AJ Lee, and that was her
right after Roxanne did Dragon.
Right.
Before he eventually dropped the title.
Right, exactly. So similar, very similar.
Yeah.
The person's name that I'm talking about with the Stephanie Valkyrie situation was a domestic violence issue. It was with Case Cuerto. I ruined that person's name. I know I did.
Let's see. I believe Fabio Patchy still wrestles Triple H. She still does. She still does. That's a good question. Let me see. Man, I gotta look at the roster. That's true. I gotta look at the roster.
There's they have Octagon Jr., who I like, who's there.
And that's the other point I was saying. We forget that TNA and AAA have a partnership as well. What's called Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. are a tag team in TNA. They just did a whole thing when they're in El Paso where they were tag team and they had Chavo come out with them against First Class. Mm-hmm. So they've been doing that for years where they had that Words Collide show just with TNA and AAA.
Okay. And also what I just realized too that a former WWE guy is now going to be part of it, and that's Matt Strider. I forgot that he's there.
The teacher.
Okay. You just wrote out the segment for me right there. The teacher. We have to have a teachable moment.
Yes.
We have to.
I mean, come on, man. I love that gimmick. I think it should have been done executed a little bit better, but come on, you got the teacher, and then you have the former dean of a university coming together. Come on, I feel like the faculty could be especially
with him bringing back Chase U now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's
Yes. I think they're all doing the same here. I think so, probably too. And also, I forgot too. You have Hugo as well, the commentator for Spanish. He's gonna be back with WWE too. That's another one right there. Oh shit! I just realized that. And I do Stephen Chessman. Oh my God, Chessman is another one that I do.
He says Words Collide, the same as. Basically.
Yeah.
They're just. It's gonna have talent on both. We don't know what's going to happen because of everything within the pieces, but I'm sure it'll be this versus this. I'm sure you have like some cool highlight matches. Mm-hmm. We just don't know yet. We got to wait and see how they do it. But it'll be cool. I like the fact that they'll have plenty of time to really game plan it since a Battleground. Well, that's the one question is Battleground is Memorial Day weekend on the 24th or 25th, and this is on the 7th. So they're really only going to have like 1 to 2 weeks to lead up into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right. Whatever. Any other final thoughts on this before we move on to the next topic that I have for you guys?
No, it seems promising. It's promising.
Excited. I'm excited for it.
I'm fucking
just don't know how they're going to handle Matt Riddle. That's all I'm going to.
And Hugo, I want to see how he's going to take it. Bro.
Unless they use TNA because he's like the shaman for what's their names?
I forgot.
I forgot too.
For Wes.
Is it Wesley? No, I forgot his.
Wes Wentz and Trey
Miguel. Oh, with the okay.
Rascals.
The Rascals. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's another one. It's a hot take because I'm curious to know.
All right.
I'm combining 3 into 1, and that's right, baby. Right there, you have Jeff Cobb gone, Tetsuya Naito gone.
Well, apparently he might be staying.
That's where you got to break down with the news. OGK, because I need to know what the hell's going on there.
Well,
and the last one.
Wait. Do you want the news with Jeff Cobb, or do you want the news and the drama?
We'll start with Jeff Cobb, Naito, and we'll save Mariah May last. But
this is a whole shit with this whole shit now coming out with Jeff Cobb with the drama with United Empire.
Okay, break it down, GK. So is it official? Is he signed? Is he going to NXT? And going on the main roster?
It's not official, but he's done with New Japan. He's officially done. He did his last match when he did the match with Tanahashi, so he's done with that. And now we have everything coming out after that. The whole issue with him and TJP in United Empire, where TJP came out with, like, you know how he was basically appointed the lead of United Empire after Will Ospreay had left, and you have this whole thing with TJP not wanting to sign a long-term deal, and he's basically working as a free agent with them because of the fact they don't want him to move to the heavyweight division. Mm-hmm. And he said he's done with junior heavyweights. So that's why you're kind of not seeing him too much lately. But basically there's been a whole drama with Jeff Cobb having issues with him being the leader, him just cracking jokes and not really being a team player in the group, basically just doing what Jeff Cobb wants to do. And TJP was kind of trying to make it so that Jeff Cobb could be the leader, and then he said no. And just the way that he left, it was just a shit show. There's this whole thing that TJP wrote on Reddit that I read today, like a whole 3-page thing about it. And it made Jeff Cobb look bad in the character-wise.
Well, get your ass over here, Vince. I send the link on the chat if you want to join.
Yeah, man.
Join us, man.
No, but what Bakley's talking about, I saw it on Twitter also. The whole beef between cousin TJP and cousin Jeff Cobb. But I don't know how much of a real issue it was. It sounded like it was just like kind of like sarcastic beef. It seemed like
I thought that until I saw the Reddit one.
Oh, the Reddit one was more.
It was more in detail.
Really?
Yeah, it was more in detail, but it's like. Jeff Cobb, instead of dealing with the problem, Jeff Cobb just laughed everything off, just made a joke of everything, and he rubbed people in the group the wrong way.
Who rubbed the people the wrong way? TJP?
Jeff Cobb did.
Oh, Jeff Cobb?
Yeah.
That sucks for Jeff Cobb.
Because we don't know. We're not there.
That's crazy.
We're not there when everyone's putting on their deodorant and cologne and shorts, and so it's like we're only going. And as much as a fantastic wrestler TJP is, if you know him on Twitter and social media, he's kind of known to be saying a lot of things on his mind before, typing and hitting send. So. a lot of things should be proofread before hitting the send button. So you can just take one for what it is, but like I said before, can Jeff Cobb deliver if he's on WWE?
That's the question.
So I proposed that question a while back, asking if he's got the attitude and motivation. So and here we are questioning if he does. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a new environment might change his spirit and change his mind on things, So we'll see. Because, in New Japan and ROH and other places that he's been on Lucha Underground too. He's only been the most big athletic dude, like in WWE and TNA and NXT. Like there's a lot of big motherfuckers that can go. So he's not the only one. So let's see if he can take that whole thing and see where he goes.
I just hope that they put him on TV, because we see since they signed Hikuleo, he's been like a ghost for a year, and now there's talks of him debuting in the next month or two. So I'm hoping that's true, because it's like they made a big deal about signing him, and then you don't see him at all. You don't see him do the live events at all. So it's like, why has he been out that long? So,
and like a warrior saying that TJP should be a face of the promotion. So I mean, tell me the more drama of the TJP though. So we know that he's. I mean, of what I know, that he's just going to resign with New Japan because obviously they don't. He doesn't want to be in the. I'm assuming the light heavyweight division, correct? He wants to move.
It's the same thing that we talk about on Dojo Debate all the time.
Yep.
Which is the fact that when are they going to start moving guys up from junior heavyweight to heavyweight? Like,
which should be Hiromu is one of them already.
Hiromu, Desperado.
Honestly, they should take out the whole division, the junior head, and just have everyone be worthy of the world title.
I agree.
Well, the aspect I like is if you're new and you're a little underweight, it's perfect for you to go through, learn the system a couple of years, and then they do have the best of the super juniors where they bring other people on, and then move them up. But I feel like some guys, they know that they're going to sell well, they're going to be like the face, and they get stuck in that mantra, like Hiromu and Desperado. And to a lot, the longest point, Ospreay before COVID, where he bulked up and he kind of forced them to move him up. It's like
my thing is like when they have the weight for New Japan to be a world championship, Asian people do not get that tall. So for a person to be 200 plus at 5'6", 5'8", does not look well.
No.
It does not look right, And there's so much bulking we can do that will look natural, And so that's why I'm thinking they should get rid of that division. I mean, they have so many titles, So many titles.
Oh my God! Imagine Bronson Reed and Jeff Cobb as a tag team. Fuck,
man!
You're trying to cause the ring to break every week.
Man.
I mean, can anybody walk behind them with all the sweat dripping from their hair and everything?
Natural disasters.
Exactly. That's like that fucking 2.0 natural disaster. It's like fuck.
Ooh, I like that. That's good.
I like that though, Steven. I like that. Warrior was saying, "Send Dirty Dom to the best of the Super Juniors."
Come on.
Hell yeah, I'm down with that. I am down with that.
Yes, and have him win. Have him win.
Well, we'll say the fact that Nick Wayne's going to be there is going to be awesome.
That's going to be awesome, Nick Wayne. I'm excited for that. That best Super Juniors is going to be fucking awesome.
He's turning.
But us knowing Dom, he'll be like, "No, I shouldn't be in the Super Juniors. I'm better than the Super Juniors."
Oh yeah. That is some shit that he would say.
You see, like Nick Wayne against Dom. They'll be like, "Hey, you want to trade dads? My dad's a deadbeat. My stepdad's a dipshit. You want to trade?"
Is he American saying that's why I think Jeff, Cobb going to NXT would be a good start for him.
Dude, I think Jeff Cobb should go to LFG. Get some real training. Let's see what you're really made of. Go to LFG. LFG.
He's like, have him find his feet.
Warrior said G1 Climax then.
Oh, Dom would not handle the G1. Fuck no, he won't handle that shit.
What are you talking about? He did double duty, NXT and
I know he does, but shit.
Come on. And he's been with Rhea and Liv. He's getting handled the G1 Climax.
I mean, this is a different G1 though, man. Fuck, are you right?
Yeah, imagine if he came out.
Also, too, by the time the G1 Climax happens, who's gonna be there? he got 4 people wrestling 8 times.
Oh shit! Oh my God.
He's gonna be the guy that brings back PETA.
Yeah.
Prayers for the dum when AAA comes to WWE. I mean, we'll see. I mean, Lauren, we're gonna have to wait and see, but it's just.
I would be more scared if it was still the McMahon era, but we have TKO. They're a little bit more business savvy. So
sponsored by
Popeyes, yes.
Oh yes.
Steven, what's your Popeye order?
Exactly.
Everybody in the chat, what's your Popeyes order?
Hell yeah, I want to know. Hell
Come
yeah,
on,
I want to know.
Let me know. Are y'all doing the wings or the spicy chicken sandwich?
Give me the spicy chicken sandwich.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
The
take-
OG. Remember when they had jambalaya on the
Yeah,
menu?
oh my god. Oh, that's your bomb. Oh, God.
And then if you got the person that give it to you, they're all angry. You know the food is good because it's still hot on the bottom.
See, my stomach can handle that.
1477 here. You know.
There you go.
The cups are over there.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Oh man.
So, well, back to this. I know Naito is supposed to be done, but now there's news that he might come back. But there's really not like
explain that to me, please. Explain. I'm curious.
I can't even explain it because I'm like, I thought he was leaving. He's not signing back with them, but he might stay. So define that. That's what I'm waiting on from him. I'm like, I see it was posted about that. I'm like, define that to me. If he's not coming back, but then he's coming back, what is he doing? Is he just working on? Is he working on like a handshake deal where he's just doing tour to tour whenever he feels like it, or is it like?
What's the deal that he wants? He wants more money.
He wants less. He wants more money, less dates. Which I get the more money because he's basically been a workhorse for them. He basically has no knees now because of it. You know, you can see it with the way that he wraps his knees up. He's starting to look like a mummy from the waist down, and that man is the reason they have a lot of fans. Like you watch the shows, and whenever he comes out, the fans go crazy wherever they're at for him, clapping the way that Japan does. So it's like I would do anything I can to keep him, but then at the same time, it's like, how are you going to book him that way? Like by him saying certain dates, what does he want to work? But we of course don't know that because we're not the bookers. That's Tanahashi's job. So it's like, yeah, I'm sure they'll work out something because where is he going to go? I don't see him going to AEW.
No, hell no.
And I sure as hell don't see him going to WWE.
No,
because
I know that
they're going
to
work the shit out of him. So
I don't see him going to WWE. I don't see him. I don't know.
If there's a place I could see him go, it's CMLL. I could see him do that.
Oh yeah. Because I agree with that because he used to be in CML. You know, he was there for a while, a long time ago. So he's familiar with it.
That's where he took the stable from.
LIJ.
That's where it was born, baby. LIJ was born there in CML. So, and then imagine that. If he could really have that in CML and bring Roosh over there, since they're not fucking doing shit with him in AEW, have him go over there. And like Naito joining Heyman and Rollins. Oh, fuck Roy Hill, my guy. That'd be something. I don't see that.
Well, you know what? That would be cool because then it does feed the more money, less dates category, right? For Tetsuo Naito, right? And everybody knows Tetsuo Naito anyway, so it's not like he has to wrestle, you know. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening as much as I would love it to happen. Yeah.
So what do you think, Bopper? You think he's going to stay, or do you think where does he go? Where does he go?
My lovely.
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
It depends on that New Japan baseball team that's over there that he loves to watch. Is it the Sharks? Is it the Sharks?
Oh, they had that one. They used to have it every August where they had that show at the stadium, and that's the one where he beat Evil.
Yeah, he go. Oh,
that's
and he went like this with like fireworks.
Yeah.
That was during the pandemic era, right? Yeah, that was during the pandemic era. Yeah.
I forgot, but I remember ROH used to do that at a baseball stadium or baseball field. I think this something for honor. I can't remember. Whatever. No, but that's another reason why I don't think he may not leave Japan.
Yeah.
There you go. Damn.
What's chicken tenders? Oh my god!
Ballsy.
Ghost pepper, yeah, it was
With the
bacon
apple
cheese.
cranberry sweet tea. Woo!
Ooh, I like that. I might gonna order that, brother BK.
I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to copy paste that order, G.
Hell yeah! You know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay, man. Okay.
I like that.
We're gonna lose Poppy for like a week now.
You know what? I
love
love
ghost pepper.
I love what brother what he did, because you see how he saved his kidneys with the cranberry. I see that.
Yeah.
It's the little things that matter.
What you did there? I like your game.
See, the chef said chicken sandwich, but strap it on. I ate too much already. We jerk chicken and eat one burger, fries, and portfolio. Oh, man. As even Mary said, I think he resigns in the end. There you go.
Tetsuya Naito, yeah. I mean, come on. It's what's his name is in office, right? So Tanahashi, they're homies. They're gonna give him. He's gonna get paid.
Yeah, I think Tanahashi is gonna talk Bushido board into it and give him the money and let states, because I know that Bushi did the same thing, but Bushi decided to stay, so he's resigning.
Yep.
Did you know? Because they haven't announced anything with him.
Well, no, they did like a week. I think a week after is when they announced that Bushi decided to resign, and so now that he stayed, but Naito's the one that we don't know yet. So that's the one that I'm curious. Where else did he go? Okay, CML, right? I mean, he could go to Noah, maybe Noah. I don't see Noah.
I don't see that either.
He could. Kenta is having a good renaissance in Noah.
Well, that's what. Yeah, what he did. Kenta left New Japan and decided to sign with Noah.
Yeah, but see, Kenta can still go. He still has something to prove. Like Naito is kind of like in the Randy Orton slot. Like he doesn't have anything to prove, really.
Mm-hmm. But and Naito does need less days because he needs new knees. That motherfucker is.
He needs new needs and he needs new T-shirts.
Yes, he does. He fucking needs new fucking
man
T-shirts.
has this selling the same 4 T-shirts since 2016.
Yes.
And it's funny because they just were like, yeah, his merch is down. He only has 4 T-shirts.
For real. He's only got
people
4.
are probably bought all 4 T. Everybody's probably bought all 4 T-shirts by now in the last 10 years. They're like, we have these ones
people
already.
got tired of the Austin 316 T-shirt. They had to switch it up,
Yeah.
And Naito's only 42. What the fuck?
But his knees are 92.
Yeah. They fucking are.
If Naito had Megan Thee Stallion knees, it'd be a different conversation. If he had Cardi B's knees, this would be a different situation. We don't have to worry about the age, but
be Destino and for days.
Right. because if that situation, he had Cardi B's knees, it'd be up.
Oh yes. Oh man. Oh fucking nice. Let's see. I bet you it smells of
Whoa,
Tommy, what's going on?
Whoa, Daddy chill. Daddy chill.
Okay.
Macho.
I got you.
All of you. Daddy chill.
Macho.
Once Tetsuya Nito.
Let's see. Macaroni wants Dirty Dom for the IC belt. Please make it happen. Oh man.
I don't know what's going on with that. Like, with how successful he's been, and for some reason they don't want to bring him in, or like
who, Matt Cardona?
Yeah.
Do we need him? Do we need him in WWE?
It's not a matter of do you need him, but it's like, look how successful he's doing. Look how much he sells. Look how popular he is as a heel.
I mean, true. If an arena holds 30 seats, I'm sure he'll sell 30 seats.
That's it.
But in a place that holds 20,000, is he one of the people that you're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see Matt Cardona?
But we're not. But I would say we're not asking for him to sell 30,000. Like, if he'd be a perfect mid card champion, exactly where his wife is or was before she dropped it last night. Yeah.
Right. So mid card, so better than Braun Breaker.
Well,
No,
Braun,
I'm saying that right
I
now.
see Braun
No.
Breaker to me is like a
Better than LA Knight. No, not better than LA Knight.
Yes.
No, not as over.
No, he's not as over LA Knight. I wouldn't say that. He's not over there. You're gonna tell
better
me
than Carmelo Hayes. Better than Carmelo
but
Hayes.
you gotta think how over
It
he
is
was
a absolute no. Not better than Carmelo
before.
Hayes.
This is fucking brother freaking. Seriously, Cardi B, are you acting like a fan favorite? Go back and join the Nicki Minaj.
Man, serious with the all caps.
Is Dom over than Jacob?
They're about the same.
But I will say this: they just brought back Miro. Is Miro bigger? No.
What are we talking about? Okay, okay, you want to hit me with the Dom's better than? They both got champions. They're both over. They're both champions.
Oh yeah. Come on, you talk about this Redeemer right here. This one?
I am the Redeemer. And you'll either feel the joy at my cruelty. This is the word of the Redeemer.
You talking about that Redeemer?
Yes.
God dang, that chest is nice. He's got that Zane beef chest. You know
he's gonna have
and you make a Street Fighter movie, you better get his ass to be saying these put up.
No, I mean, okay, go back to what you're saying, Nicky. I know I'm playing around. I know I'm playing around, but I do know what you're saying. It's just that I just feel like he'll get lost in the sauce.
Yes, I agree with that.
Well, that's what's gonna happen with Rusev in like 2-3 months.
Maybe, but see, Rusev, even though Rusev and Matt Cardona were in the company at the same time, Rusev was still over.
Matt Cardona was over too.
But man was in a wheelchair and he got cooked.
Did you forget about afterwards?
Oh, actually, you know what? They both got cooked.
With
so you got a point. You got a point. So you know what? I'll retract my whole statement. Yeah, they all can go. Matt Dorner can go too. Bring back mixed tag team champ the challenge. You know, help Chelsea and
no lie. I've been thinking about that for like
they
months.
should.
Like they should.
They should because the speed thing. I don't know. It's losing. It wasn't really over at all, but the mixed match challenge was.
But here's the question though: should he come back as this character that he has in the Indies, like this heel character in WWE, like Matt Cardona, not using Zack Ryder, none of that bullshit, just Matt Cardona, the Cardona in WWE?
Yeah, I mean Cody Rhodes came back as Cody Rhodes.
That's true. Okay.
Well, I can't say no because in TNA, Eric Young was killed and then he came back. So anything can happen. If that can happen.
Now, before I move to Mariah May, what about this one right here? That Wardlow, he was talking to WWE.
Was he? Was he really?
Yes. They met up. So
curious case of Wardlow.
Yep. So this is a big question. What do you guys feel about that? Wardlow WWE? Could that happen? He wants to take it.
He does. He definitely fits what WWE is looking for. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys would hate this, but I say he should go to NXT first.
I agree. You're not wrong there. I agree with you.
He would have to, yeah.
He'll have to go to NXT. He has a lot to learn. I don't think
yes,
he's ready for
because that's what I thought Jade should have done. I thought she should have went to NXT.
Oh, Jade Cargill?
Yeah. And you're starting to see it now with the matches she has.
Yeah. It wasn't the best Mania one that she had, I'll tell you that. It was good, but was it the best? No. I mean,
even last night, but it's like, nothing they could do with that now. But yeah. I think it would be good, and NXT would be perfect for him. You see what's done with the other talent they brought in.
Especially if with the draft coming up, and you know they're gonna fucking do a lot of call-ups. They're gonna go to the main roster. We know there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be called up from NXT to go. And now this is gonna be a whole brand new fucking era for NXT. Better for them because you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna be showing, of course, what it can do. And you also have I mean, you still have Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, which I don't even know if Ethan Page is going to call up the main roster. Wardlow will make Braun Breaker his bitch. Hell!
I see what he did there because Braun Breaker does the dog barking. So
yeah.
Oh,
so I'll bring up since we haven't mentioned her and she's on screen, Mariah May.
Right.
I think she stays. I think this is a smokescreen for more money.
Well, you heard right that WWE is already going to give her a great offer, which we don't know what's the details of the offer. So they got to give her a big offer for her maybe not to say no. So that's big there. You're saying that she's staying with AEW.
Yes.
So you feel like AEW could match whatever WWE can offer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Money wise, the money is always in AEW, but the opportunity is in WWE. So it's it kind of that's why Edge is in AEW. So I don't know. You know what? What would y'all think? Would you take less for the opportunity or stay for the money?
Well, I will say this: it depends on the situation because I feel like with Edge, he did everything in WWE,
right?
So it made sense for him to go over, and he got more money to go over on top of it. So it's like, but for somebody like this is tough because she just was champion.
Right. She was just
one of the best storylines in the promotion.
Last storyline of the year.
Yeah, so it was she's going on a high with that. So does she want to ride that out and see if she can continue that, or does she want to start over all over again? Because if she does it, she's going to go to NXT. So does she want to do that, or do you want to continue doing this and get paid more without having to go down? Because if she goes down, like you saw that Jordan Grace took less to make more,
and Stephanie took less. She took less. Whatever AEW, she had fully admitted that AEW offered her more money. She went no with the money. Went with the
but that was a different scenario because she.
Of course,
people made it seem like that she said that she took WWE over AEW. WWE was going to get her as long as they showed interest because it was where she wanted to go from the start.
Agreed. I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that. And Meredith saying here that the thing that Mariah's been teasing going WWE. She recently put a Facebook post about playing the game. Time to play the game.
Yeah, but you gotta look at that though as like it's a tool for negotiation.
Yes, exactly.
You see all like even Jeff Cobb when he was like looking at the
dead now forever.
That's right. That is right.
And then he wrote a whole thing about my time, and he's actually like just bullshitting you that he's leaving, but then he doesn't. Like
Meredith saying that she might go.
They're using these things. She could go, but I'm saying they're using these tools of social media.
It's bait
to help the negotiation,
right?
Yeah,
they want to bait the one who's going to offer more, WWE or AEW, right? It's like a negotiation.
I think there's WWE's WWE, but I feel like at this point, WWE has brought in so many women. It would be in her best interest to stay.
Exactly.
Because you could go to the best company, but when you're the 15th best woman in the best company, it's like, how is she going to overcome all those other women to maybe get one main event at WrestleMania? Maybe.
Yeah.
Especially with some of the women that are already there. Or she could be a top 3 woman in AEW and have multiple spots. Because I think the only reason she's not on TV now is because taking time off. You just did what you did, and you're still very young. You could be prominent up there for years to come. It's like less to have to overcome.
Okay.
No, exactly. And for the way Mariah May looks, no body shaming, but there's like 8 other girls that looks just like her.
That's the other thing too. You're right about, Poppy.
And all of them already have a character. They're already set. They're already set in their roles. So for her to find a slot, even though she is Mariah May, it'll be hard right now. So if I were her, yeah, just stay AEW. She had one of, like you said, like her and Tony Storm have carried that company for the past year. You know,
that was the longest story, and it was the best story of the year. Even the matches were not; they were fucking bangers, man. Fuck yeah!
It's crazy to think they were both in Stardom, and they were in Stardom at different times.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't even over there together. It was like Tony Storm was there, left, and then that's when Mariah May. Because a lot of people don't realize Mariah May was only over there for like a year and a half. That's it.
But she did a lot of shit in that time. Part of a faction. Fucking, she developed her in-ring performance great over there. The strong style that she has over there.
The strong style, yeah.
Oh.
Like it was like high school for Stardom. It was like they had Asuka left. Kyrie and them came. Kyrie and Io came for a little while, and then they had Corey Jade and Roxanne for a little bit. Right, and then Tony Storm was there, and then a lot of them, it was like
they had Bray Priestley.
Oh, even Ruby Riott was there for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Ruby Riott was there for a while. You're right. I forgot about that. She was.
There's so many women that were there that we don't realize were there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! And I know a lot of people don't give credit to this other promotion, to the Choco Pro. That's another one too. Besides Stardom, like Choco Pro 2 is like, man. That's another great promotion that their women's division, they're fucking killers. I don't know why people don't give them credit for that one too. Meredith's saying here, it is a way to get more money, but we've not seen Mariah on TV, so we'll see in time. If she shows up on Dynamite and gets in feud, then what that will decide it. I mean, but who is she getting into the feud with? That's the question. So
but like I said, taking time off. Like we didn't see was it Roman took 5 months off? We know he wasn't going anywhere. Like, it seems like Cody's going to be taking a month or two off, and that's what it seems like. Like after a whole thing like that, you want things to die down. You don't want to just rush into something. Like it was going to be hard for the next thing afterwards to kind of equal to what she just did. So if you take her away for a month or two, then bring her back. You can kind of do like a reset.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Bernie's saying, I think it comes down to what WWE offers her. If they tell her to go to NXT, but I think there is a decent chance she stays in AEW. If they offer her to go to the main roster, I think she goes. Even though I think she should not go to the main roster yet. I mean, okay. All right. Obviously, and don't forget, Mariah might do a Stephanie V, go to NXT and do that. She's got to be seeing how Stephanie V is, Penta, Ray, and all others, and she might want some of it. I mean, that's
Stephanie's farther along though.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's mommy. Oh man, she's the feature.
That's another thing with her being like a young prospect. AEW is going to do everything they can to back the truck up to keep her.
So it comes down to so Mariah may stay in pretty much. That's what you guys do.
That's what
I think so too. I think she is going to stay, and Tony Khan will give her more money, whatever she wants. And if she wants less dates, then she'll take less dates. Or let's say her going to go to Stardom for a while, go to fucking shit. She could go to CMML too. I would like to see her in CMML in the women's division.
Oh,
she do a lot of shit. I mean, really could do a lot of stuff. Mariah May is really developed tremendously, and fuck yeah. It is Steven saying if May stays, TK bribe her with a big match at Forbidden Door in London. Possibly so.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
By the way,
go back at that women's title.
Grand Slam Mexico sold out in 2 hours.
That's good for them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for AEW that got Grand Slam Mexico sold out in 2 hours. I mean, oh yeah. All right. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, because I heard you, OGK. I heard you the whole fucking week in the chat. And you heard me last night, but I want to know, because now I got all what I needed to gather. Who the fuck dropped the ball here, and what's next? That's where I want to fucking know. Because
I already saw what you posted in the banner, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. I know you saw it. Now it's like the fucking now. You know what? Fucking, I haven't hit this in a while. I'm gonna hit it. Fucking, it is time for. Like,
I don't know where to start with this one. Jeez.
The minute of the week. Fucking. That's right. Debate of the week here. Who the fuck dropped the ball here on this situation? I mean, we know that it was going to happen, the title change. But the story that it was told, we heard this man, Dwayne, spoke what he had to say. I don't know. I felt like it was a lot of pointing fingers here and there. Oh, no. You look, I don't know. I can speak upon it, but I want to hear more of you guys. And did they drop the ball on this? Who dropped the ball? And what is next in this situation? Were you guys satisfied? You think this was a satisfaction for you, how this ended and where it's going? And who fucked up? Honestly, who really fucked up?
Whoa. Don't you know? Everything's a work. Whether it's outside, inside, around side.
It's a work,
everything's
brother.
a work.
Of course. I mean, we know it's a work, but that I do know. I'm not going to say it's not a work, but the thing is really more is how it's presented. It's just really like, the fuck is where I'm at in this situation. That's where and also,
everybody doesn't know what we're talking about. If everything doesn't know what we're talking about, it's the whole Cody Cena storyline with The Rock when Cody to sell his soul, and he did it, and that's where Cena turns here, kicks in the balls, and then you don't see The Rock afterwards for the whole road to WrestleMania. Apparently, The Rock had no intentions of appearing at all for that whole storyline, which made this whole pointless because you were expecting him to show up, and all you did was you saw Travis Scott come up, attack Cody, and that's it.
Just to walk his ass down the fucking aisle, but
yeah, exactly to tease a match in the summer, a tag match in the summer. Even though you want everything to be planted for your biggest show of the year, not use the biggest show of the year to plant a seed for later on. That's ass backwards. And he only did this because Ari Emanuel wanted to sell more tickets for an Elimination Chamber. Not Mania, Elimination Chamber. Because ticket sales weren't doing as great until he had The Rock step in. And what I think, of course, which I've said all week, was what the fuck was he thinking? The Rock had no need, no business to step in there if he had no intention of appearing at Mania. He screwed up the match. People got excited. I think this is like when you do like false advertising. You basically advertise that The Rock was part of it, and he wound up not being part of it at all because he's the one that made this put into motion. I think he's just going to be like, I'm innocent. My hands are clean of anything with this, even though I was standing right there going like this to you, doing this to you. You know, you're never going to have a payoff from this at all because it's probably not going to come back. And I think it kind of hurt the whole storyline. You could have done this whole storyline without him. You could have had Cena finish the chamber. You could have Cody walk out, congratulate him, then congratulate each other that they're going to face each other, and then boom, then he kicks him in the balls. You know, you could have done this without The Rock, but The Rock just made it more confusing. And I think he did it for Ari Emanuel, but he could have said no. He could have told Ari, Triple H has got this. I don't need to step in here, especially with him having no intentions of appearing afterwards. And I think you see with all the the ratings, all the mixed emotions of this Mania. It killed a damn near perfect night 2. Like night 1, and then on top of that, like we're not even gonna get into night 1 because I felt like had they put this TLC match night 1, this Mania would have been so different. You take away the Rock's shit from at the main event, and then you put that TLC match on night 1. Night 1 would have been would have been a lot better. But it's like those small things that make a big difference in the outlook of how an event goes. It's like you kill you want the main event to always be great. Night 1 was, I felt like, below average, but then the main event made up for it. That was an awesome main event. Night 2, great event, but then that mediocre main event kind of brought it down. It's like, and then with how much you're paying for a ticket now, like you're paying thousands to 10,000s to go to Mania, and that's the product that you get on TV and the product that you're seeing. Like it's a downfall. Like the people are going to see the best of the best, and you're getting something that doesn't hold up to how much you're paying for it. Okay. And I think that, and we've seen this happen with the UFC, and then you see that he had to learn to not overstep his boundaries already, and just let Dana White cook. Just let Dana White do his thing. This is where you just need to let Triple H do his thing. Let him handle creative. You don't have to be scared. He does his thing. People are going to go regardless of if you stepped in or not. And not every event's going to be a sellout. And don't worry about like an elimination chamber, because at the end of the day, WrestleMania is right afterwards. And it was going to do great regardless.
Okay.
And that main event would have done better without the extra shit attached to it.
Okay. I want to hear Bubby. I want to hear.
Well, first off, it's funny looking at this picture of Nick Khan because he looks like Tomohiro Ishii with no neck. That's the reason why he never buttons up his shirt, because there's like nowhere to really like he's choking anyway.
It's like if Ishii took Shane McMahon's hair and put it on.
Hey, for us, he doesn't have like a job. Ishii straight the fuck out.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And then I'm like looking at the layout, like why is Cody Rhodes so much thinner out of all this? Oh my gosh!
That's what happens when he's not wearing the belt.
Damn, cold-blooded right there. That's cold-blooded.
Take that, focus group. And I said this on GETCHO. I really don't care.
Damn,
I really don't care. I'm not that much invested when it comes to that stuff. But I will say, to speak on it, is that it was miscommunication. It was lies being sold to each other, right? I feel like they wanted to have a sellout, right? And maybe they were on their way to have a sellout, but they wanted to have it officially sold out before the show started, right? So they can say, "Oh, we have another sellout crowd." So they pitched to Rock and saying, "Hey, can you come in because we need ticket sales to be boosted," right? You don't need to sell tickets in places like Toronto because it is a wrestling city, right? They're gonna come out anyway. Now, if I know, like people like us, sometimes you show up late to a party. You're gonna tell them, well, we're gonna come, but we may come 30 minutes later, just like the people in Toronto. Like, it's a wrestling city, they're gonna come. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to say let's sell out now. I think it was a miscommunication on everyone's part. I think Rock probably said, "Hey, I'm not going to be available for WrestleMania or whatever. Don't include me." And probably they were thinking, "Okay, let's see. Maybe he could come," because Rock has been known to, homie hop, and be like, "Hey, I'm free. Can I come?" So maybe they were banking on him possibly being open. It was a lot of things that just didn't fall into place, and when things didn't fall into place, they got fucked up in the end. I will say, I think people need to matcha and just chill out because WrestleMania 17, everybody keeps saying that was an awesome pay-per-view, but you remember what happened at the end? Stone Cold and Steve Austin shook hands.
That's right.
That sucked.
Yeah.
If Twitter and Dave Meltzer and everybody was on the socials back then, it would have been worse than this.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's fucking real talk.
It would have been worse than this. So I think people need to daddy chill because this is not the worst WrestleMania match ever. Because then if you're saying this is the worst match ever, then you're giving a lot of credit to Undertaker versus John Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Then you're also including that Miz versus John Cena was also better than this, which is it wasn't.
Oh, God.
So I think people need to daddy chill.
Chill.
But I am on the same side as Bakley. There's just a lot of things that just weren't met, and a lot of things that were promised that were probably just like, oh fuck, we fucked up. The Travis Scott thing, again, there's worse things I've seen. Fucking Jon Stewart. Don't forget Jon Stewart.
Oh my God.
Don't forget Jon Stewart. And then people want to act like, that Travis Scott ruined like a match. Okay, Jay Leno.
Yes, right.
Okay, Jay Leno. All right. Okay. And then people want to act like, this was like the first thing. Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon. Come on.
That's right.
Post coma Bret Hart. Remember, guys, this is like after he got knocked out. So
right. That's right. That's like Frodo going up to Mount Mordor with the ring and not turning up. Gandalf and the gang will be waiting, and Frodo's too busy being a pimp back at the shrine.
You like Lord of the Rings though? I like Lord of the Rings too, man. The Hobbits, that's my shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's my shit.
Kane versus Great Khali. Oh no.
See?
Oh jeez.
Chambers, come on.
Oh, that's right. Oh man. Now let me ask you this question.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, that was horrible. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. That was a horrible one right there.
Big Boss Man and Undertaker Hell in a Cell?
Oh, WrestleMania 15? Yes, that was horrible. That was not a great match.
Well, let's hang somebody from the Hell in a Cell.
And then have him show back. Have him walk in there on Monday. Have him walk back in there on Monday.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We thought he was dead. Now he's in this segment with the corporation.
Yeah, jeez. He's alive. He's alive, damn it.
But let me ask you guys this. Do you guys feel
Hogan versus Jeff Jarrett when Vince Russo came out there and fucking started like, come on, man.
Yeah.
There's worse. There's been worse.
Yeah, that's true. There has been a lot of worse. You're not wrong about that.
I will say this, though. It's kind of ass backwards if you're throwing Travis Scott in there just because you want to promote him for a match in the summer.
Is that true? Is that true?
There are talks of a tag match with it'd be Cena and Travis Scott versus Cody Rhodes and Bad Bunny.
Okay, if that happens, we'll come back to this.
That now's how you're gonna be like,
I cannot believe this shit.
Indeed.
I just don't see both music labels allowing their artists to put themselves in danger, hurting each other.
That's true. That is true. Do you guys feel that they can make this up at SummerSlam? This is the first time they're doing a 2-night event for SummerSlam.
So like a night one main event type thing?
I think he already made it up on Monday and Friday.
Well, of course, the new season, right? I mean,
I already forgot about it. Yeah. Especially when you got Daryl Dawkins doing a spear.
Oh, baby. Damn. Oh, my God.
I think they made up for it.
I know we're not there yet. I know we're not there yet, but yeah.
I think they made up for it until they bring him back, and then you're rehashing old memories.
Yeah, true.
Let's see. Did you see Travis Scott doing his pose and nobody noticed? Travis lost the horror. What the fuck? No, I didn't notice that, Meredith. I did not notice that.
Lost aura? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Drop your favorite Travis Scott album. Mine's Rodeo.
Okay. All right. But talk about SmackDown. Go ahead. Talk about SmackDown.
Oh, we're on SmackDown? Okay. SmackDown was great. From beginning to end, that was probably one of the best SmackDown. A lot of people always talk about Monday Raw after Mania. SmackDown took it to me. SmackDown had the best matches. I mean, come on, man. Mamacita Zelina? I did not see that coming.
Congratulations to her, man.
My gosh, didn't see that. And then we had Aleister Black. Come on, man, with the theme. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I know they sold out of the Yankee candles. You know what I'm saying? The Bathroom Body Work.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy for Vega. The only thing that I didn't get was the fact that she didn't appear until like 2 weeks before Mania, and then boom, then she becomes champion.
I just kind of wish they would have given her more celebration time for Vega. That's the only thing I was just complaining about yesterday. Was just only that. I mean, I wish she was given that opportunity. Yeah, baby, celebrate, fuck yeah, But they cut it quick. I was like, fuck, man. Hopefully they make it up this Friday. SmackDown. I hope they do. I hope they fucking make it up. I really hope so. But SmackDown, you're right. SmackDown was so fucking.
The promo with Randy Orton, man, I felt I was getting words of wisdom. When did Randy Orton speak so well on the mic?
It's been a minute, right?
and I like how he mentioned he was like, "What is this, a bizarre award? Like where I'm the baby face and you're the heel?" He said that. I was like, "Oh shit!" He's saying what everybody is thinking right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, Fraxium too making their debut.
Hell yeah.
John Cena calling out a kid for giving the middle finger. What?
Oh, that's right.
2 seconds in.
Dude.
Having the announcer read from a piece of paper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hope he does that all the time. That's so good.
With the smug look, with the smug, unhappy look. Look at it like, man.
The TLC so far match of the year.
Definitely it's in there.
Yeah.
Definitely it's in there.
Yeah, when he looked like that made me want them to bring back AJ Styles to SmackDown and then him do the beat up John Cena. Just because of that smug face. Oh my god.
Hey, it could happen if they do this draft. They might switch up things around,
Travis Scott don't have rock hard nipples, just like rock hard nipple, unlike Daddy Magic. Oh, I love it.
I like that. That was a kind of a titty twister type of saying right there.
Nipple mania, baby. Here
Nipple
it is. All right, I got you, right?
Daddy Magic's nipples hard. Me, how my nipples feel.
It feels great. It feels fucking great.
Good timing.
Speaking of Chelsea, did you see what she's posted on social media saying she was impeached?
Who put that?
Chelsea did. She posted a picture. It was an emblem of her, like the United States of Chelsea, and it said, "I've been impeached."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
She's gonna have another run. I mean, they're only getting started with her and like her group. Dude, it's like she's just building and building with her character.
She's gonna file like a petition or something.
He deserves the middle finger.
John Cena deserves getting the middle finger.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. The fact that he was saying that he was raising the children too and all that, this is probably the better of this heel John Cena promo than some of the other ones.
Yeah.
I can see him trying to build and it makes more sense. He's just a grumpy ass old man. And I'm here for it.
I love it. I love it too.
Yeah.
I love it too. I think it's gonna It's going to build up a lot for sure, and I think we might see him drop it. It had to be. I know it's too soon, or correct me. When is SummerSlam, by the way?
August 2nd and 3rd, I think.
Then that'll be too soon for him to jump the belt, right?
No, I think he holds it for the
soon.
full year. I think he holds it for the full year.
You think he holds it for the full year?
I think so.
He drops it. I think he drops it.
If we only have 27 appearances, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, but that's a lot, though.
27? I don't know. Because when you think about how many Mondays and Tuesdays, Mondays and Fridays.
There's yeah, but see, that's where they gotta see. This is where the brand split is not a brand split. Because I was gonna say they gotta do something to where you got if you're gonna have one champion. If you're gonna have a draft and make it mean something. I feel like everybody is popping up on each show constantly. Yeah, there'll be nights that both champions on say Raw, but then none of them show up on SmackDown or vice versa. Mm-hmm. It's like, at what point is it needed to have two champions when you act like the brand split doesn't exist?
No,
I'm with you.
Because if he's just on one show, he can easily get 6 months out of 30 days.
Well, that's why. Remember his whole thing. He's trying to ruin wrestling. So that's what he's doing, like ruining the brands, ruining the 27 days. You won't see my ass. You know what I'm saying? He's already ruining wrestling as it is. Yeah. The bread is almost moldy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost there. The banana is almost, darkened. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh man. I say Survivor Series. I think he drops it at Survivor Series. I think he probably will drop it at Survivor Series. I think that's where Cody, should be coming back. I think Cody should not come back anytime soon. I think he should wait.
I think, because I could see Cody being out until like June, July. You have him out for like 2-3 months. He's been a workhorse. That 2-3 months would do him good, and it'll do good for kind of getting people away from the Codyism, having too much Cody.
True.
And he comes back, and remember, he's due a rematch. He has that rematch, and that's why I think if, like you said, if they plan on doing some sort of tag match with like Cody and Bad Bunny versus Travis Scott and Cena. Mm-hmm. That's going to be night 1 of SummerSlam. Night 2 is going to be Cody getting his rematch against Cena. And if that happens, Cody's going to win the title back.
Okay. Steven is saying SummerSlam, but we don't have to wait to see. But fuck it. I mean, let's see. Dustin Rhodes is going to end his career with AEW, and he's not leaving. Of course, he's not going to leave.
No.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. No.
He said he loves it there.
Yeah, he loves it. Yeah. And now he has his school promotion. He's gonna fucking get him ready for AEW. Now, right? So we got Rusev, we got Black. They made their returns. What do you guys see their bookings in moving forward? Where do you guys see them? I'm gonna save the draft for last, but I want to talk about those two guys. What do you guys? Can they redeem themselves here coming back, especially with the you brought back the old school fucking theme song.
could they have done like could they? I'm happy he's back. I'm happy he's back with his old music. But could they have done any worse of a crowd for him than that?
What way? I mean,
the crowd was hot.
The crowd
didn't react to him at all
until they saw him. What do you mean?
I don't know. I thought everyone was happy when the music came out.
Yeah, me too.
That's what people are getting mad at, the fact that he got no reaction.
Who? Respectfully,
if you go back and listen and watch it, you can hear like almost pin drops when he comes out.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's been a while since people heard the song.
Yeah.
Plus, this is a crowd. This is also a crowd that's seen 62 hours of wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, they're drained. They are drained.
But you got a reaction. But you at least got a reaction on Monday when Rusev came out. People were like, "Holy shit, it's Rusev!" They gave him a big reaction.
I mean, maybe the way the audio came off of,
I think it's just. I think it's Fort Wayne, Texas. It's not a big crowd. Whereas on Monday you were in Las Vegas. But you know what I'm saying.
You're saying it's the red state.
Huh?
You're saying because Texas is a red state.
I'm saying that wasn't a.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's it. I'm out. No.
Because if it was Kane, they'd be like, "Oh shit, it's Kane!
It's gotta be Kane!"
Just in May 19th. But I think he's gonna have a great comeback with WWE.
Oh yeah,
like he should have had a great one when he came up to begin with. Just the character, the music, the mystique of him is like. But
everything about him, about it. Because when he came up with Ricochet, and they had like a little bit of like they were like always together, right?
I remember, they were in the tag match, that Fatal 4-Way at Mania in
yes,
New York, where they, like you said, they came up right away.
They were hot, and everybody remembers when at the same time Mustafa Ali was doing his thing, and they had that sick ass, cross leg, in the ring where they were sitting, together. That was dope. That was sick.
Jeez.
I gotta listen to that crowd again now, Bigly, because now you got me thinking that.
They were sitting crisscross applesauce. Remember in the middle of the ring. See, we know that sitting style as something else, but I can't say that style anymore because it's not. It's canceled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you got Rusev. I think Rusev will have his heel niche. I think he'll have that heel niche, which is perfect because they could use some more on. I'm not even gonna say Raw because I'll say Raw.
We don't know, right?
2 weeks.
Right.
2 weeks he'll just get moved to SmackDown, because of the draft. It's here to say, but he'll fit that niche.
Oh yeah.
Do I think he'll get to the main event scene at some point? Yes. He'll have some like war title shots, but I think he fits the mid card heel that he is.
Mm-hmm. And eventually maybe work his way up to like maybe going against like, Gunther and Jay and maybe Braun.
Yeah.
Maybe going for the IC title again versus Dom.
Ooh.
There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
That is true. It is a lot there though.
I just wish they brought back his old music. This one's not bad. It's gonna give me time to get used to it, but just that old one just was so good.
Yeah,
that's true. I gotta get used to it too. And I already thought he was gonna come back as Miro and not use Rusev.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought he was gonna come back as Miro, but I guess.
But if they want to bring back those calendars, they. You gotta bring back. You gotta have him be Rusev.
Oh, Kayla, really? You see? Hold on, I have to. She said it.
Say his name and he appeared.
Mm-hmm. You gotta see. Kayla, don't forget, you have to do this.
Wave your hands from side to side and say, "Oh, I believe in Joe Hendry." Joe Hendry.
That's right.
You gotta wear them tight, and you also have to wear those tight ass white pants he's also wearing too.
If you really want to book Rusev well, you got to have him go up against Joe Hendry.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
come on. Rusev Day, Joe Hendry. You
I
know,
would have brought now that with the relationship with with TNA, they should have brought Matt Riehald for one time for him to go out there, Rusev Day.
yeah, in English, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Totally, man.
What makes you think that he won't ever do it?
Let's go.
Please.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby.
Please.
Oh my
I'm
Chicago's
telling
own.
you, anything is possible.
God.
If Joe Hendry can appear at WrestleMania against Randy Orton, anything is possible.
Oh shit.
No, I mean, plus, aiding English, kind of, doing a little bit of carrying the Guerrero name right now,
Yeah.
Mhm. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Oh God. Sorry, Kayla. We're not helping here. I know. The calendars.
Come on. Every day is Rusev Day,
Yeah, my God. Oh man, they bring that shit back. That should be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh,
Man.
that
Come
should
on,
be awesome. Oh man.
Hey, we just did that, and the viewership just went up. So
I know. That's right. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Even Kayla's like, I'm surprised he didn't come back as Miro. I know. I'm surprised he didn't come back as Miro either. I know that CJ Perry is signing a Legends contract. She's not. I don't know what that means. I don't know. We might see her. She'll make an appearance. I heard.
Are they together again, or what's going on?
Yeah, they got back together.
yeah.
They were reunited, and it feels so good. That's right. They got reunited.
I guess you could say for Miro, Daddy's home.
There you go.
I guess you can say they reunited on Rusev Day.
Oh man.
Hello, is it me?
you're looking
for?
I'm just picturing them at a candlelight dinner with the violinist with Matthew Ray all there singing Rusev Day.
Yes.
Maybe Bruce is starting a faction. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't mind.
I would have been the correction. It was not Seth Rollins that injured Black Eye. It was Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy at the time. I saw the clip the other day. Oh, it was Buddy. Okay. I thought it was Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caleb, for the information. No. I know we didn't see the Black Eye. What the fuck? I was hoping for that.
I forgot he did that to Rey Mysterio too.
Yes, in the eye match, in that whatever that match was, eye for eye match.
Oh, eye for an eye. Oh
yeah, and it
right.
led to that whole storyline, which.
Oh my god!
See, this is why. This is exactly what Seth Rollins is talking about in his promos, right? He's been there for everything, and then he still gets pushed to the side. That's how he feels.
That's true.
And people like CM Punk. I love CM Punk, by the way. But just for example, he was pushed in that type of match, and he deserves more. That's why he's doing this with Braun and Paul Heyman. He's like, I'm tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to have a WrestleMania with Logan Paul lose. Right?
No, he beat Logan Paul.
Oh, he beat Logan Paul, but still, he felt like a loser because, what was the point, of having that match anyway?
Oh man,
I would agree.
He lost to Cody Rhodes. All those times he lost to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
that's true. True.
But then he was world champion for a year after that.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, fuck it. This is you guys heard about the Bailey one, right? Her interview with Chris CVV.
Oh my God, she was so fine there. I'm so sorry.
Respectfully. Oh no, don't even trip because I thought
there's something in the Bay Area waters. There's something in the Bay Area.
Oh yeah, Bailey.
Yep, that's something.
No, she definitely wants to make. She definitely wants to make me a hugger. That's what I was saying.
Go ahead, Bakley.
That's how you feeling? You want to be a hugger?
Yeah.
He said, "Hug me with lotion." So ancient.
Lotion in aisle 2. Lotion in aisle 2.
Give me that Jergens.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That Johnson and Johnson. You know.
In fact, I think I see the lotion in the background of you right now.
Oh my god!
Let me put you in the right direction.
Yep, you need that lotion so you can go ahead and rock.
Calling out rock hard wrestler, rock hard. Not.
That's right.
That's what he'd be telling Tony Storm. Anyway, that's for another. That's
I respectfully. I'm jealous of that man. Fucking Juice Robinson. What the fuck did you tell her? What did
Juice Robinson? I love that guy. That guy is from. He's from a town that's nearby me, Joliet, Illinois. Shout out, man. Shout out to him. Love that guy.
Hell yeah, that's right. We love him. We love him.
Go to sleep. I'm not tired. I'm fully rested. I got my 8 hours. You see bags under my eyes, boy? Huh?
and it's a shame that his Earth Day gimmick didn't work, only for it to be stolen by Daniel Bryan. You know,
I'm right. Right.
They could if they stayed, they could have been the Planeteers. You know.
Oh no, Caleb! No. Oh, no, my God. Oh God. Are you serious, Caleb? Really? Sponsored by Johnson & Johnson baby oil. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't give Dango any ideas.
I think I can see some of that 5-star Dave Meltzer mayo in the background too.
Whoa. Whoa. Basically crazy, dog.
Oh my God. Bakery is crazy. Oh my God. Let's see. Lord, no comment. I know.
Yeah.
He just gave me the idea. He said Johnson & Johnson. Oh, hush and bakery. I love this.
Hey, it's the 5 year, you know. We gotta cut loose a little bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But the baby one, you heard her comments. It sounds like doesn't want to go, maybe wants to go, she doesn't feel that she's up there with Charlotte or Becky or Monet.
I think she's walking the line without going over it. Well, you know,
that's exactly what I feel. But go ahead. I want you to break it down.
She's airing out her grievances, but she still wants to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's like, I work like this. I don't feel like I'm on the level of this. But then she's not like, do something with me or I'm gone. She's not saying that. She's just kind of keeping it to a point. But with her doing it, it's still screaming volumes of how she feels. Like she doesn't have to say it without you already knowing what she's thinking.
So even Kayla's like, please don't join the bestie. Please, Bailey. Please.
It's like that song, you know. Please don't go. Please don't go. My love. No, I don't think she's going anywhere. I think the interview and the question was caught at a time where she probably felt like they weren't doing anything for her, when at a time they were doing everything for her, right? So like, you know, when you have creative and when you have people always asking you, okay, this is what you're going to do, always pitching ideas, and then all of a sudden to nobody having to pitch you any ideas, yeah, you feel like you're left out. You feel like you're not valuable, right? And that's what every wrestler wants to feel like. They want to feel like they're contributing something to the show. And, you know, the fact that she was not part of the tag team championship, even though she was there the whole time.
She's the one that did the work.
She's the one that did the work. So
very true.
And the interview happened to happen after that time or during that time. So she felt like Chris Van Vliet is the only person that she could probably air those grievances to that will keep it, you know, keep it copacetic and not like blur any. We'll blur some lines, but not call her out.
Right.
She felt like that was a safe time to, kind of say how she feels about the whole thing. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
AEW is not gonna. They will pay her like a lot of money, but in the end, Bayley knows that that's not the place for her.
That's very true.
That's
very true.
Take an AEW out of it. Not like her wanting to go there. Take that out. How do you think she like? If that was you, how pissed would you be if you're on the road to WrestleMania? You had the match book. You did all the work, and then the day before you get taken out.
Well, if that was me, okay. If I was Bayley, I'd be thinking two things. One, why am I still single? The other question is because I'm sorry. Anybody is mind-boggling to me.
I know. Who the hell is not going after that Nagamania?
It's not her that messed up in that relationship.
Second the main sponsored by Rock Hard Nipples OPC stars as a man who helps a damsel in distress, Kayla, from two bad boys just in time to tangle a romantic love story. What the fuck, Tommy? What the fuck is that? Even Kayla's like, what the fuck? Aaron Sullivan will be happy if she goes to AEW. Oh, I know.
Listen, they're all here. They're just here to help you, Kayla. That's it.
That's right.
They may not be saying the right things, but they're all here to help. But to answer your question, I would go ask for advice. There's a bunch of wrestlers there that have been in the same situation, right? And just ask them, like, what do they do? Like, how should I proceed this? How should I go? Like, I feel like this. Look at AJ Styles. AJ Styles was given all this opportunity. He gave Undertaker's last match, and it was a dope match. And now he's just, getting the paychecks. Sometimes that's all it is. As long as you're still getting paid, they will use Bayley some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Years ago,
yeah. When even
and still,
and nobody's not what the fuck? I mean, baby,
who doesn't like torta, man?
Especially from the Bay Area.
They were, but they called it off.
I know, because she called it off because she didn't want to. So it's like
there was something wrong with him.
So yeah, it was him, not her.
Oh, definitely,
definitely. I don't know what the hell Aaron Solo did, but it was definitely him, not her. But okay, so what were you doing in this situation though? It's just like really, like how Bailey said, it's like, all right, you're pulled out.
If that's me, I'll go. I mean, yeah, it sucks not being part of WrestleMania. It sucks, but at the end of the day, I'm not fired.
That's true.
I'm not fired.
Very true.
And plus,
it all depends because if that happens to you there, then she's going to start worrying that it might happen again and again because this is the second time this has happened to her. So it's like because you remember they put the tag titles on her and Sasha at the time, and they took them off of them like a month or two later, like. They wanted to be the faces of them, and they just didn't. And then she had her moment last year, but it was kind of like wrong place, wrong time type situation, even though she still had it, and it was a good match. And then she rode with it still all last year. They give her a random IC title match a week before Mania. Like, literally, like a random one with her tag partner.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take her out of the match for somebody who hasn't wrestled in the company in literally 2 years. I feel like, and Lynch, like they could have easily have brought Becky Lynch back the next day.
That's true.
Oh yeah, then have them cross the titles and all that.
Yeah, they could have easily done that because all you did was win. Let me have that podium with Lyra Valkyria where I put her over and then attack her the next day, which makes you know that, okay, they're going to have a match in like a month or two, and Lyra's going to beat Becky. And that's which you could have easily done something like the next day. Or you could have just not have done this thing where Bayley was part of the tag team. And you could have brought her back ahead of time for Mania. But I get why they did it, because the shock and awe of it being Becky at Mania, it was just at the expense of Bayley again. So it's like it's going to have to be her decision whether she wants to continue, which she probably will, because she's a woman where she's going to just deal with like where she's at. She feels like she's not at the top, and she's right here. So, like, I think she'll stay or just keep doing what she's doing. And she's always going to shoot for higher. But there's so many women there. That's the toughness there. It's like she had her moment last year. Is she going to get it again? I think she does, because she definitely deserves it.
Let me ask you guys this. She did say in the interview one thing, and I'm curious to know if you were in the booker of Bayley.
Yeah.
She said she's never been in a love storyline. Who would you put her in a fucking love storyline? Who would it be?
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes? You put her in
Carmelo Hayes. This is one way Carmelo Hayes can get over. Because Carmelo Hayes can use all his looks, all his charm. He could show off his mic skills like he did in NXT, and it's one way that will help him get over. And it's something that Bayley will also help, because everyone knows Bayley's great as a coach. So it would also get him to be coached by one of the greatest. So I think that's
Don't tell Kalani Jordan.
I know Kalani ain't gonna be happy about that. I'll tell you that.
She's gonna
have Bayley help Kalani Jordan too. Shoot. That's one way, because you remember, not throwing it back, but Eddie Guerrero needed a similar help when he first came in, and when he got paired up with China, all of his personality came out. That mic skill that we liked, and when he was in WCW came out, and then we saw China in a different light, right? It just all helped each other, and I feel like that might be a move that they could do. They could entertain, and plus, like it's been a long time since they did an angle like that.
That's true. You're right. That's interesting. Actually, I'll be very intrigued in that fucking story.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Bobby. That's good shit.
But that's me though. What do y'all think?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think too, man. Because I don't know. Like, I can't top that what you're saying. Like, fuck. That's really fucked. I mean, who can I put? Shit. Who need? Like, that's a very solid point. Who else needs that push though? Can we besides Carmelo? Who else can we think on that roster? Is the quick question. It's like I'm trying to think of.
I'm trying to think
who.
Insert white guy here.
Joe
Hendry, go. Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
Oh my God.
I heard Joe Hendry. I heard his name.
Say his name and he appeared.
Oh no. Who needs support?
Hey, Damian Priest.
There you go. Exactly. I was going to say that.
Damian Priest.
You're right, Bob.
That was his whole persona in NXT. He was you know what I'm saying? He was
ladies man.
He was ladies man. He's a player, right?
I got to look at this roster.
Let's see. Tommy's saying Circle of Eight's brought us by Nipple O Cereal, where they all rock hard. Part of these complete breakfast.
Frosted nipple flakes.
Oh, Austin Theory.
Okay, not bad. Also
not bad.
Also not bad. I like that.
I like that. Oh shit!
You got him.
Oh, you know what? That'd be perfect because having Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and Bayley in that situation. This is where you could turn Theory into a face. Bayley turns him into a face.
And he could be in her face. You know what I'm saying? He could be in her face.
He could be in her face. Oh my my God.
Round of applause.
Right,
But
exactly.
but if you want to go spicy, he could do some Dragon Lee, you know.
Oh, let's see.
Dragon Lee. Okay.
Damian Priest
But I
his
think
character
Austin
will
Theory would be the best.
But guys, I know what you guys are saying, but this
Listen.
is kayfabe only. You know, we're not Tinder.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. You know, WWE.
Don't forget,
WWE
Dominic
is
Mysterio
Tinder
is
itself.
actually married. Dominic Mysterio is actually married. You know,
Yes. Exactly. He's
to
actually
a fine
married.
mamacita too. So
Mhm.
you know,
Yes. Yes. I mean,
and this man has been switched between two women. Almost three if you count Tiffany Stratton. Almost three if you count Tiffany Stratton.
Okay. Or what about this? Maybe he doesn't need it, but it will be interesting to see that love story. That would be. How about Jey Uso? What about Jey
Well,
Uso?
isn't he tied up with Jada Parker? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, that's right. Oh shit, I forgot about that shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know.
No.
Wait.
No, I saw the video. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But they already tried this with Jey Uso with Rhea Ripley, and it went nowhere. They just scrapped it.
Yeah, they tried. Yeah, them just calling saying,
It just went nowhere. It was like it never happened.
checking them out. And
Like,
everything. Yeah, I mean, is it bad? No, I don't think so. But I don't think. I just think that where Jay is and where Bailey wants to be is two separate lanes. You know.
Yes. So okay. So fuck that. Who? Okay. I like so far. I love Carmelo. That's my number one for sure. The one you mentioned. Damian Priest is 2, and Austin Theory is 3. Fuck it. Let's aim for 5. So we got those 3 already. We got 2 more. Who else could we mention them? Who else could have fit on this storyline for Bailey and this love story? I mean, fuck. Let's look at the roster. And I'm saying she's on Raw, right? Or she's on
She's
right. Yeah,
she's
right.
on Raw. She's on Raw.
Okay, she's on Raw. Who else do you think that needs it on Raw?
Finn Balor.
You think her and Finn though?
Well, just because I'm also thinking like who needs to do something, right? Finn Balor. Listen, Finn Balor. I know that might sound crazy, but he has also a mamacita at home, so he's familiar with the.
Oh yes.
The Latin queens. You know.
That's right. Yeah, that's. Oh, Finn and her are good friends.
He's familiar. Yeah, exactly. See, and they can play off of that. They can play off of that.
Fuck, who needs that push though, man? I'm trying to think. Not Braun, not Sammy, not Kevin Owens.
Oh my God, Sammy and Bailey.
Oh my, Sammy and Bailey will be something right there.
Oh my God.
We got 2 more left, baby.
Dude, Sammy be acting like that child church kid when a girl's trying to like get close to him and shit.
I still got that dance when he was in the goal line in my head.
My parents are in the other room.
Meredith saying here's about what Jacob Fatu love story.
Hey, listen, I was just gonna think that too. I was just gonna think that.
Can we say Jacob Fatu?
Can you imagine Jacob ends that whole thing when he's like, Bailey, I love you.
I know. I can really picture that shit.
Oh my God, Tamatanga. Yeah.
That'd be the next morning. Yeah.
Oh no, you asked for it. Now I gotta put it down. Oh shit. You asked for it, baby. So now I'm gonna put it here. Just because you said the magic word. You said, but I mean, okay, we got 2 more. Who the fuck can we put in that list? Like really, who needs that help?
Well, you can always call up the Don of NXT, Tony D.
Oh,
Tony come on, he's literally right there.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that could also work too, to some degree. I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that could also work to some degree too.
Okay.
Because he's great on the mic. He's really suave with the way his delivery is. So I can see that working.
Yeah.
Admento.
Listen, and that would also help him get his Bad Boy Tamatanga character that he used in New Japan.
Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, he could use a version of Ricky Saints. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that too.
Me too.
All right, so that's 4 of them we can name. Ricky Saints is one of them. All right, we got one more. So we got Carmelo, Damian, Austin Theory, and Ricky Saints. So now who could be the last one we could fit in that one? That's a question. Who the fuck are we put in?
Yeah, we have to be clear. Like these are possible storylines, not some type of P-Hub situation. You know.
Let's see. Yes. Okay.
Oh. See, I had a feeling that was a real thing.
Oh my god.
But
Femi.
But hey, I was gonna say him.
Oh, Darula.
For jokes, I was gonna say him or Fraxium.
Oh my god, that would be actually fucking funny.
No. But yeah, I do remember them about the whole Ricky Starks thing being a little side comment. But
and right there is what Kayla's saying. That's when she's
I did it for Bailey.
Yeah, it's like a current NXT champion that is Bailey's bestie was there when they broke up, wanted to beat Aaron Solo's ass. But I'm waiting patiently for them to come out and say, hey, we dating. So Ricky Saints and Bailey dating? That would be something.
I can see that. They make a good
That's a good one. Lexus King.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that, man. Ooh, I like
My way. Queen Bailey.
No. You know who would be better instead of Lexus King? Noam Dar. Noam Dar, man.
Have it be part of metaphor.
Listen, he knows how to hold the big
but
cup.
then them not like
he knows how to
her.
hold the big cup. If you know what I'm saying.
Wait, who can we name?
I think those are all pretty good choices already.
I think we're 4. Yeah, should we stick with 4? Fuck it, we're 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at 4. Fuck it. Those are good choices, though. Really good choices. Oh, I think she'll fit very well doing all that.
The thing is, because I heard that part too, but it's like, what is going to be the end result of the love story too? You know, does she want to be like in a love story like Stephanie McMahon and Kurt Angle and Triple H? Does she want that type of love story, or does she want like?
She didn't. You know what? Honestly, she didn't specify that.
Because WWE doesn't do like happy ending love stories. They either do comical, semi, humor, adult, or they do like some weird ones when Lana was dating Liv Morgan, who also wanted to date Bobby Lashley. Like.
Hobo Fetty has more beef than Braun Strowman's ever combined. Oh, damn, Tommy, that's a feeling, girl.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, girl, Tommy, girl.
Get your Arby's. There
you go. Get your Arby's, baby. Yeah. We have the meats.
Get your Brazil Fogo de Chao. Get your
oh yes. bring Joe Henry back and get into the love story with Bailey. We believe in Joe and Bailey. Oh,
I like that. The We Believe couple.
Can you picture Bailey doing the spin around pose?
Yes.
I can picture that shit already. Just her doing.
Yep, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Fuck it, it's official. Then number 5 is Joe Hendry. Then fuck it. Hell yeah.
The We Believers.
The We Believers.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Joe Henry could be like, brainwashing Bailey, and then it takes Ricky Stark to get her out of that cult.
All right. I love that.
Come
on. And you know what? The story will fit well because that will give Bailey to go to TNA. Not only that, what is he? All ego. Oh, I like this one too.
See, I was gonna say Andre. I was gonna say Andre Chase. Chase you.
Chase you?
Can't handle that.
But that haircut gotta go though. Andre Chase hair has gotta go back to what it used to be. Not that long hair though.
All that chimichanga.
Hey, what better way to freaking spread over to Mexico than have a lover and barely, you know?
Yeah,
I thought they
can't handle that. No.
Nah, Randy won't do it. I don't know, man.
No.
Not Randy.
Nah.
Yes, his wife is hot. I'm sorry. Like I don't. Might as well bring his wife, into a story.
No. See, because Randy is only a viper. Bailey needs a manaconda. You know, she needs, you know what I'm saying? Like from the movie Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez. She needs that.
Oh, that's what she needs.
She needs a black mamba. You know,
yeah. And this is why Tommy's saying Obafemi for that. It has more meat than Braun Strowman.
Yeah, because he's talking about the meats over here. He talking about
watch them doing it and it'd be like Omas or something.
Oh no. Oh my God.
I'm here for one thing.
I'm here for one thing only.
We thought he was coming back months ago, and then nada.
Oh, let's see. Take me some medicine when people wanted to show my love. Once again, happy fun. Thank you, Kato. Thank you. We love you too.
Hey, thank you.
Girl.
Hey, girl.
Brought to you by Johnson & Johnson.
But it's
throw that in there.
I love that. Oh man! All right. Let's move to the draft coming up. These are top 5 stars.
Wait, is this officially happening? The draft for real?
It is happening.
We don't know when, but yeah,
it's happening. It's either after Backlash or maybe I think or somewhat close to Battleground. I'm not sure.
So this is for sure happening. The draft.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make this announcement now. Special announcement.
Here we go.
The GETCHO Racial Wrestling Draft 2 will be happening.
Yes, baby! I'm excited for it. Let's go, baby.
If you've never seen it before on GETCHO, if you go to all the platforms, all the podcast platforms out there, we did a wrestling racial draft last year in May.
Wow.
So look for that episode.
That shit was fucking amazing. I tell you that.
Let's fucking go.
Right. Oh, I can't wait. See, even Kayla's what? Like, Kayla, you haven't heard it? You better go back and listen to it.
We for just some samples. Can I drop some samples?
Go for it, Bobby.
Last year we drafted Finn to the Latino World Order.
There you go.
Cody Rhodes to the Black World Order. Goldust went to the Asian World Order. Together with Kenny Omega, also went to the Asian World Order.
Yes, there we go. Oh,
Joe Hendry went to the white delegation.
I think we kind of seeing soft call-ups. Oh, like okay, that's before.
Oh,
okay.
before. Oh,
so
okay.
What the fuck? Basically, that means it might do it the following week. I mean, because Backlash.
We only got 2 weeks until.
Then what the
Backlash.
fuck? I don't know, Steven, if that's true. I think it's going to be after that. That's the case. It has to be after Backlash. But, I mean, this is the 5 stars that I have here. I mean, we heard Tony D'Angelo. He might be the one being called up. I know for sure Roxanne is ready. Cora Jade, is she ready? That's the question for you guys. Ethan Page, is he ready? We know Trick Williams. There's nothing else left for him to do with NXT. He did what he had to do. I don't see anything else for him at all at NXT besides being a heel.
Yeah.
Now,
well, they just did NXT Anonymous the other day with him trashing the background and saying he wants Joe Hendry. So,
oh great! So he might go to TNA and funny.
But I was gonna say, watch him. Joe Hendry retain tomorrow, and then him get attacked by Trick Williams at TNA.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Y'all doing a watch along for that, right?
I don't know. OGK, you're gonna do it because I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be there actually in attendance.
Oh, you're
if I'm home. Yeah, if I'm home in time, I will. It depends on work.
Okay. Yeah,
But I'm definitely doing Thursday there. I'm definitely doing the live episode of Impact on Thursday because it doesn't come on to 10.
Yeah, it comes out at 7. It comes out at 7 Pacific, 8 Central, and 10 Eastern. So
10 Eastern. So it's going to be in Irvine, California.
Yeah, it's like about 2 hours away from me. That's why, like, I don't.
That's gonna be dope, Ivan. You're going? That's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah. It was last minute. I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna go. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Oh yeah. It was either that or but I can't miss TNA. It's the first ever TNA here in fucking LA. So shit, I can't miss that. But who do we see here in the draft though, gentlemen? Like, who do you see? Where do they go? Raw SmackDown.
They need to do a whole reshuffle. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, all right. You break it down. It says all hail OGK, the king. OGK. Go ahead, dude. Your diligence. Is it? Yes.
Due diligence.
Thank you. I got stuck for a minute. My tongue got stuck, especially like what was it yesterday?
That's what she said.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Go ahead, Bakley. Spread the sheets. Spread the sheets.
Yes, speak merch. Okay.
Well, of course, you guys started up at the top. I think Seth needs to go to SmackDown.
Wait, you saying Stephanie Valkyrie?
No. He said Seth Rollins.
Seth.
Or do you just want to talk about the call-ups and where do you put them?
Okay, let's start with the call-ups. Where were you put
call-ups?
Yeah,
I think Stephanie Vaquer, which probably I don't think she gets caught up, but if you're gonna set her up to Raw, I think Raw. You got Netflix. You got the whole thing with the AAA.
All hail, I think she meant, not all hell.
Yes.
There you go. See, I can see a lot of the women in NXT roster going up. There was an article saying that Lola could be called up. Ooh.
Really? Lola Vice?
Dude, Tony D on SmackDown.
Tony D'Angelo on SmackDown? Okay. By himself, obviously, of course.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Well,
yeah, I mean, he's by himself technically anyway right now.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Rizzo.
Well, Rizzo's with him, but I mean, as far Rizzo can.
And then they fake took out Luca because he's on Evolve now.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you got him.
Mm-hmm.
Trick Williams, Raw. I would put him on Raw because I think you want to kind of keep him away from Carbello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you put them together, I feel like they'd be very keen to team them back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Right away. The Trick Mello gang.
They'll just repeat it from NXT and stay together.
Which it could work because it's not like Raw acts like they have a tag division half the time.
Mm.
But I think you want to split them. So I put Trick over there. I'd even put Ethan Page. That's tricky. I'd say put him on Raw. You see, this is where it gets kind of hard because you have so many people that could get called up. That could be the draft in itself. Just all the people they want to call up.
Well, we already kind of see Fraxium. They're already officially SmackDown, right?
Officially on SmackDown for right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that though. I mean, Steven saying Fraxium, Nola, and Julia, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Meta, four, and Roxanne. And Meta 4, and then Roxanne. Those
I would say Metaphor. I would say Metaphor if they didn't just put the title on. Then it makes no sense.
Yeah. Okay, so all right. You think Cora Jade is too soon though?
I didn't say she's too soon.
I'm asking.
I think she's overdue to go up.
She doesn't fucking want to.
I think Andre Chase should be called up too.
Oh yeah, I've been saying that. I think he's ready.
I said either thing. That's at the he's been down there so long. He was wrestling on 205 Live when he started out in NXT.
That's right.
So that's how long it's been since he's been down there.
You know what? Maybe you're right, because you know how we saw in NXT when he's like, "Let's fucking go!" when he opened the briefcase and there's the Chase University.
Yeah.
What about it? That's his call up going to the main roster.
That'd be crazy. Cool.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but then what are you gonna do with those two guys that helped him?
Talking about what's her name? What's her name again? I forgot the name.
The one something Connors. The one guy is Dave Finley's brother.
Yes.
Younger brother. Something Connors.
Let me look for the names. I fucking forgot. I know what you're talking about too. Shit. Man, I mean, but all right, but keep going while I look for that.
Do you think that this is too many people? Like, do you think the roster would be oversaturated?
But what about this?
Well, here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown doesn't have enough people.
True.
Yeah, but then the problem and then the cause and effect of that is what happens when they move SmackDown from 3 hours to 2 hours or whatever.
Yeah, and then they also think too is like you look at WrestleMania, it was 2 nights, and not everybody was on that card. You know,
I'm still shocked.
Motor City Machine Guns, like they should have been on that card.
I agree.
Nia Jax was a champion for 4 or 5 months.
Oh yeah, she wasn't on that card either. Yeah, so
Nia Jax, Motor City, DIY,
Riley Osborne, and
he's on Evolve. Yeah.
Okay. What about they call him up with Andre Chase?
That'd be interesting.
Okay.
Have Thea do her own thing right now, which is good.
But also, you know what else? I feel too. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Do you feel that they could really take some people from the main roster to go to NXT?
Yes, even though I feel like whenever they do that, it never works out well for the person that goes down.
Well, only one person it worked out, and it worked out. Well, actually, 2 people. Finn and Mandy.
Yes, Mandy Rose. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and then she got cut, and then she got released.
But
that was because
I don't think that's the only reason.
No, it was the main reason that because it was.
I don't think so.
Come on, really?
Hello, ladies.
I mean, we know.
So like it has benefit. Obviously, it's 50-50, depending on who the wrestler is. Because did it help Dolph Ziggler? Kind of, but it didn't really do it for him anyway. But it was still something. So we've seen it work, and we've seen it kind of like just be like another thing for them to do. Lexus King to go up? Where? The attic? The attic?
I think it's too soon, Meredith.
Oh man, way too soon for Lexus King. I don't even know what his character is.
I don't even know either.
He's still figuring things out,
I agree.
You remember he had his character of Lexus King from AEW. Then he had the thing where like, I don't want to be like my dad. And now he has his whole like flamboyant persona trying to be like, I have Seth Rollins at home type of character, So like, I don't think he knows what his character is yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think he's still finding himself. But I like it so far. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
There's nothing wrong with the Lexus King like in ring.
Oh no, I think he developed.
But the main roster has a bunch of dudes in ring,
That's true. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Going to catering.
Yeah, exactly, Steven. I can see that. Fuck. I mean,
honestly, all those people that are supposed to go up, I feel like it's the right time for them to come up.
So you feel Ethan Page could be one of them?
I feel Ethan Page, if he wants to, like, say Ethan Page is kind of in he could stay if he wants, and he could go if he wants, right? But I think everybody else, they've been there kind of too long, you know.
Yeah. Like, I agree with Bakley. Like,
Strick should have been up there a while ago.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. Yeah.
I'm always going to be afraid that they're not going to do anything with them, especially after what happened with the Dijak and because he got caught up and then they never used him. Literally, they called him up to release him like a month later.
Well, Dijak is an interesting predicament because he had to be part of that group, you know.
Yeah, but then he came back and then he was killing it, having the best matches and storylines and NXT.
Oh yeah.
Oh, especially when he came back as the racist cop. Yeah.
I swear, like when I first saw him, like, what the fuck? This is a Punisher 2.0. What the fuck's going on here? It feels like
the Dolph Lundgren version. The Dolph Lundgren version. Shout out to anybody that knows that movie, that knows that version of the Punisher.
Oh my god, and nobody knows that one. Oh shit.
Yo, those early Marvel movies, oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh.
If only they knew. If only they knew. Oh my god.
You got him, you got Blair Davenport, who they caught up doing nothing with her.
They should have sent her ass NXT back. I don't know why they called her up.
Yes. Yes.
I know there's another one.
Yo, Anthony, what is going on? What is
going on? What's going on? No, but they could also bring some people to and have them work at TNA too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Terminator Dijak, yes. Yep.
Yes. And then does Trick goes up or do they keep him in?
Like I say, Fatal Influence is doing a 3-on-3 match tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I see Trick Williams for sure.
Raw. Trick, yeah, he goes.
I think.
He's waiting.
Yeah,
he's waiting to go up.
Oh yeah. You know who I actually do want to see go up because of the gimmick? I don't know why. I like the gimmick because it's for me it's just funny as fuck.
It works. Okay.
It works, and I feel, and I have to put the damn fucking clip. Do I have the clip here? No, I gotta have to put it. I didn't put the clip, and then I'll tell you who for sure. Because I called this clip, and Baby knows what I call this clip. And there's this clip for sure, because it's gimmick, and he's geeky as fuck, but he's a great wrestler, obviously. And that is Mr. Wesley Slap.
What?
Slap! Because he's always getting slapped. Wesley always gets fucking slapped. And like, I'm sorry, that gimmick, I like that gimmick. I think it fits in the main roster. I think
it does. Yeah, I'll say this. It's kind of like Lexus King. What is his gimmick right now?
Well, no, Wesley's gimmick, he's more like, he is, for me, I think, I don't know how you feel, GK, but I feel, and I don't know how you feel, Judge, but I feel that he is like the one that, like the Mr. Happy guy, and more like, hey, you know, a dating lesson to learn type of guy, and he's smarter than you in the ring, and you're intelligent type of shit. And I like that, and he smiles. He always put that fucking smile, and he's always like just rubbing.
I feel like he did the thing because he was with, of course, the Rascals. Then he went away from them, and now he has Tyreek and Tyson, and I feel like he doesn't have.
You don't feel that? You don't feel that from him? You don't feel that?
I don't feel anything from him right now. It's sad to say it, but it's like I do feel like maybe like he feels like he's better than some people, but it's like they're not using him enough for it to warrant anything. Because if you feel better, you feel like you're better than somebody, then you should be week in, week out.
You should be featured more.
Yeah. And he's just featured less. Like he's featured more on TNA lately than he is on NXT.
Well, I because they sent him over there recently. I know, but I still like the gimmick. I don't know. I feel the gimmick fits in the main roster, and I think he will do.
See,
great.
So I see both ways of what you guys saying because I see the gimmick could work. It could be like kind of like a damn thing, right? Where he's kind of like slapping people, and then like obviously his in-ring work is great, but also too like Bakley like. He's kind of had like interchangeable characters throughout his time in NXT. Plus, that injury hurt him too. Like he was gone for a long time.
a year. Yeah.
So like, I still want him to be in NXT to have like that strong run. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
because I think him versus Obafemi would be awesome. Like, it'll be another underdog story type of thing that they can tell.
For
which
sure.
I feel could get people back on the train with Wesley, because that's what he was trying to do. Remember?
Right.
He was trying to be the world champion. He was trying to be all these things.
Yep.
So he needs to get back to that. And I feel like if they get Trick William goes up, Tony D goes up, there's room for him to be utilized more.
Okay.
By the way, did Thunder Thighs get injured again? Nikita Lyons?
No, they're not using her. Oh yeah,
I think they're figuring out that she's like not as good as people thought. You know.
Yeah, well, except for those thighs.
Listen, I have thick thighs. Yeah, and it's suffocating.
She has enough thighs for the three of us. Jeez.
Well, also like her speaking, like on promos is kind of cringe too. Like, she's trying to come off as she's this girl from the hood. I don't know. You know, that's just me. But like, I don't know if y'all know what I mean.
Man, did you see it? Did you see her? Her
I know, girl. I know where you're going. I know what you're talking about, puppy.
It kind of feels like she's portraying a persona that's not her. That's really not her. Really not her.
We know that's not real her. Yeah. That is not the real her.
Problem is, she doesn't know that she's not her.
You may not be wrong there. You may not be wrong there, Bakley. I don't know.
Like that whole thing when she was trying to be like the side chick.
Yeah, the other woman
with Adonis and everything like that. It's just like,
I don't know. Maybe that should have been the woman that he was with.
Oh God. Let me read Anthony's right here. With Blurred Davenport, I think the issue. I think they want her to become the replacement for Saraya when she left WWE. I think that's why it never worked out with Blair.
They just never had a storyline for her.
They didn't have a story for her.
And then I felt like they wanted to pin her with what's her name, with Elba Fire and
Isla Dawn.
And they started to.
I like that fashion, and they would have kept it. It would have been great, but they fucked up.
And then they just went away from it, and then two of them got.
Yeah, they ended that too soon. They ended that.
Hell yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And then Steven feels that Theo Hale should be called up. I don't know. You guys feel the same? Or
I feel Thea Hale is not ready to go up, but I feel she will exceed learning as she goes versus some of the other ones.
Yes.
They're treating Chase U like they did with Enzo Cass and Carmelo. When they called those two up, Carmelo got to soak in as a singles star on NXT for like, I think, 6 months to a year, and then she got called up, and it worked wonders for her character.
For Carmelo,
she got to work weekly instead of just being a manager.
Exactly.
And I think that's what they should do with Thea.
I agree.
And then also too, put Thea with Natalya. You know what I'm saying? Get her ring skills up.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's see. Man, he got slapped. Yes, he did. I think it was King. He himself is trying to push himself so far over from his father's gimmick that we don't even know his gimmick either. Right. Let's see. What about Gigi and Tatum going up with Shotzi, Chemical X to the main roster?
I think they need a little more time.
I agree about it. I think
they need to be in bigger matches. You know, they need to, because like right now they're testing the waters with them. They haven't really been together for a long time either, too. Sashi's just coming back from that injury.
True.
So it's still not moving how she used to. So you could tell.
That's right.
They had a good match on Tuesday. They got the tag title match tomorrow for Rebellion. That'll be a very good sign for them.
Oh yeah.
I say they got time.
Oh yeah, they got time.
Yes, they got time. Let's see.
But I will say, if Gigi wanted to go solo on her own, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, I'm not talking like maybe women's champ Raw SmackDown. But if she wanted to just stay in the mid card, as of right now, she'd be fine. But if she wanted to stay and get more season, she'll be right up there too.
Let's see. I think Nikita has the same issue with that Nia has when they were way too big to have decent matches, even with a good partner. I mean, wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a bold statement.
Say it without saying it.
I know.
Wow.
He really didn't give.
And
Chase U should not come back unless you have Andre Chase to take the name back from Rich Holland. I think that's what's happening, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
It's not like we're seeing Rich right now.
I think the MIB moved to Evolve. They're using a lot of the veteran people on that show. Well, yeah, Wendy Chu's over there too. So,
well, you know, Gallus is on there, and they should be called up.
No, Steven, you saying more tag teams? Ooh, like, I mean, besides Fraxton, I think they're the only team that is ready. I don't see.
I just said one. Gallus, I think, is ready.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right, Bakley. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And they're on Evolve right now. You put them with Drew McIntyre.
All right. Now I mean, what were you put where? What about Roxanne? What about Cora Jade? Where were you put them? Like if they get called up, Raw or SmackDown? What were you put them?
Flip a coin, find out.
They're kind of interchangeable. They're kind of interchangeable in the rosters that they can go to. They both work for Raw and SmackDown, so.
Okay, now if they get called up, right? Who would you put in the feud with? What would you put Cora the feud with in the main roster? Besides Bayley, we already know Bayley. They had her, but who else besides Bayley?
Tiffany Stratton.
Ooh, already for the big championship? Ooh, okay.
I mean, this could be. I'm not saying that like Cora Jade should be a world champion, but she can have a feud with Tiffany Stratton just to get her name out there.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, that's solid. Yeah, I like that. Hell yeah.
Just one of those feuds that can maybe last 1 or 2 pay-per-views and then, you know, on to the next one. It's like, okay, we know what Cora Jade can do. She can handle herself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I've been saying at the beginning. Drew McIntyre, I know that it's really but a faction of the Gallops with Drew. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Steven saying Cora versus Roxanne in the main roster. Let's see.
We've had so much of that already.
I mean, okay, I like that though. With Tiffany Stratton, it makes sense. OGK, what are you saying?
Cora against Lyra Valkyria for the IC title.
Yeah, or Roxanne. They're like interchangeable. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're already kind of doing a lot of good stuff with the Roxanne, having her attack both Stephanie Vacour and Io.
Yep.
You know, I could see down the line Roxanne versus Io.
Mm-hmm.
What about Ethan Page? Where can you see him his first feud on the main roster?
First one on the main roster.
Oh, it'll be LA Knight.
Oh,
it'll be LA Knight.
That'd be a good one.
It'll be LA Knight. And the promos they can go back and forth will be electric. They can talk about how each one of them is copying each other and, you know, possibly dissing the places that they both left. You know, LA Knight could diss, you know, NWA, and Ethan Page could diss AEW. There's a lot that they could do.
Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
Sami Zayn. Even The Miz. The Miz could also.
There you go.
Too. I was thinking, that was in my head before I said Sami Zayn was Miz.
No. Oh, I love those. Hell yeah, I agree with you guys.
Yeah. Sami Zayn for sure. Definitely is another one.
I like that. I like all those 3 names. Fuck.
It's like I said with the draft. I feel like the draft is definitely needed because Raw is so stacked right now, and SmackDown has.
They need a lot of shit. But you're right.
And what's crazy is what the roster did for SmackDown was it built their tag division. That's at least what SmackDown has is the tag division, but everything outside of it is like
they don't have
kind of bare bones.
But my debate with SmackDown is you don't do shit for 3 hours except for this yesterday. That was the only greatest SmackDown I ever seen.
And
3 fucking hours.
And wonder why? Because of how they did the draft. They built it solely on the Bloodline roster. That's
in the
what
beginning,
it was.
yeah. In the beginning.
Right,
you had Cody, Roman, and the Bloodline. But then what they didn't realize was Roman was going to be away for half that time. So it kind of killed the whole roster. And then they moved to 3 hours. And it's like, okay, we moved to 3 hours, but we didn't address the roster at all to make up for it. So now they're going to address it here, but they're going to be moving back down to 2 hours.
That's true.
Yeah, because
So
when they
it's
had 2 hours, they had the Bloodline stuff, and then Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
that's true.
So they kind of have to like reshuffle the roster where they also have to put some main event talent on SmackDown to help that title. Yeah. Where you have all these main event talent on Raw, but you only have. That's why Cody's run was so lackluster at certain points.
Because they didn't fucking do shit with him. They didn't book him right.
Well, you had AJ Styles, so you used him right away. Then he got hurt.
But you only had 2 feuds, Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. That is
but say outside of that, what main event talent taking out Roman Reigns on SmackDown does SmackDown have?
I mean, besides LA Knight.
And he's not even
talking about during that run. You're talking about
during the run. Oh, then fuck.
Logan Paul.
And then he did Logan Paul twice. And Logan Paul's on Raw though, so
yeah. I also too want to put the factor of the network televisions they were on too at that time.
What, USA, right? It was USA.
They were both on USA.
Okay.
You know,
at the time,
Fox,
it was still on Fox.
I mean, they were Fox. They were Fox. I'm sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
Fox.
Fox.
So like,
So
they Fox you can get with any type of. You don't need cable. It's like it's a general channel, so you can get whoever you needed on there. Plus, they were on a shorter time, 2 hours. And remember, it was a tight ass 2 hours back then.
Yes, it was. I agree. Yes. Oh, definitely. And Anthony has a question for you guys here. He's like, guys, how long do you think that Stephanie and Julia last in NXT? Because I think they get called up for the Royal Rumble next year.
A year.
Yeah, I could see about, that sounds about right.
Okay. He say Kyrie will be better for Julia. Okay. They said Kyrie and Julia have already wrestled. Yep, they have wrestled already.
You see the gains on Kyrie? Dude.
Oh, I know.
Oh, geez.
My God.
She took a sensu bean and went to Super Saiyan 2, man.
Oh, hell yeah, she did. That's fucking real talk.
Because you remember she was more like
skinny, like a little like
but she was more like she had like more of a gymnastics type of physique.
Yes.
But now she's got like almost like a kind of like a bodybuilder type.
Yeah.
Which listen, all is great. I'm just like she just has muscle now, like huge. And that's dope for her. Because if she was going to a match with Nia Jax again.
Like a plus for SmackDown, and I think this was a smart thing, them bringing over Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Because those are guys that
was a great move, in my opinion. I think that was a great move.
For both of them, because they needed that. I think, they're going to, of course, restructure from the draft, but just say if you wanted to move anybody else over, Bronson Reed, move him to SmackDown.
Oh my God!
When he comes back, like have some heels. If you're gonna have a babyface be the champion, have some heels to work with. You're just having like Drew McIntyre and Bronson Reed. You could get some mileage out of that while still having who you have on there. Like maybe bring AJ Styles back to SmackDown, but then he just went over to Raw. Like
have AJ Styles goes to NXT.
Yeah, I think the fact that you have Aleister Black on SmackDown, that's a big plus. Like there's so many people on Raw, you can afford to let one of them, move over, or two of them move over, because they have so much to work with over there.
So Meredith's predicting that Julia will move up with Roxy, and then Stephanie will get called up right after Worlds Collide. I don't know about that.
Stephanie's going to be down there for a while.
They are leaning on.
She chose to go down there.
Yeah.
Let's see. They're leaning on Drew, and then there's reliability to bring LA Knight but back to the main event, while also, if needed, being U.S. title mix to hold the title for a bit. Okay.
Did you know that the U.S. title is the only one missing for Drew
To be
for
an
the
all
Grand
grand
Slam?
Yeah, that's why he's missing. It's really that.
Nope.
Fucking Lauren, Chris, get your head out of your drink sheets. I love you, Lauren. I love you, girl. Oh, I can't believe Benito will beat the dipshit Scott like a redhead child. Fuck.
What the?
Oh my
She's
God.
on some shit right
I
now.
love Lauren, man. Lauren is fucking amazing, but she's just like, don't make the close on you.
What the hell?
She's going off on Meredith and Chris and Steven. Jesus. Oh man. But okay. What about Trick Williams? Where will you put him in his first feud?
Jacob Fatu.
Damn!
Damn!
Shit!
No pun intended. Are you trying to send him to the Wolves?
Well, but in terms of like, okay, if we're looking at the stat line, he already had two matches with Obafemi. I'm sure he could be okay handling against Jacob Fatu.
I think so too. Yeah, he needs someone.
Chris said R-Truth.
What? R-Truth and fucking Trick Williams?
R-Truth hasn't had
I need another
feud
beer.
in like since 2002. You know.
Yet he's still been irrelevant.
No, R-Truth knows his lane, and feuds and titles are not his lane.
He's about to be the reason that John Cena goes babyface again.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they've already kind of plugged that yesterday.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, R-Truth always seems to be in the big storylines, right? He was with the Bloodline for a little bit, had a little thing with Judgment Day, had something with Miz last year, so they always find some way to mix him in. So him and John Cena, that's going to happen. R-Truth is going to represent us as fans, as being like, what happened to you, John? I looked up to you, So
Tricks. See, that's kind of hard.
Question for you guys with the seeming new evolution.
He's setting up a new evolution. They already had the Batista, the group with Breaker, and Triple H is Seth Rollins. Who's going to be the Randy Orton, the up and comer? See, I already said that would be cool if that was like an Ethan Page.
I don't know. For me, I don't,
because the guy that would fit it perfectly isn't ready, and that would be Ricky Saints.
Sure, yeah, he would fit.
But he's not ready because he literally just started in NXT.
Me personally, I said that it should be, if they're going to, I think they should leave it the way it is. But if they're going to add somebody, I think it should be a woman. I'll get you. I said Roxanne Perez would fit with this group.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not sure.
What happened?
Talking about with Heyman's children.
Yeah. It's going to be Becky Lynch.
And comparing it to Evolution, who would be Randy Orton.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay.
We have to find out who also suffers from voices in their head, and that would be
I hear voices in my head. They
talk to me. They understand.
I love it, Earl. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know who really could fit on that faction? I think will be I say Austin Theory or Grayson Waller could fit with Paul Heyman. Guy. I think so. One of those two guys could fit, or both of them. They need a tag team for that faction. A female, I would say. Yeah, fuck it. I would say Becky Lynch, I guess you could say.
I say Roxanne.
Oh, I like that too. Roxanne, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, fuck it.
But I also think that they don't need one.
You think them two is good enough already?
Yeah, them two is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Cornette said he would return to WWE only to manage Fatu Survivor Series next year. Heyman guy versus Cornette Army.
Why would we want? Why would we want Cornette on the
double cheeseburger?
I like Cornette, but we don't need to give him a live mic, you know.
Corny, fuck, man. Corny. I love you, Corny, but sometimes you go. This is 2025. We are no longer in 1970.
He's definitely a wrestling genius, but you know, sometimes those people don't need a live mic, you know.
No. Let's see. Anthony said, but my question is, if they is that they have to fit the mannerism that Randy does, and neither Rick or Ethan are that sadistic viper-like character that Randy is. Okay.
I guess let's everyone pull out their vipers and compare. Like, let's see who's got the closest one, and then you know.
I'm already gonna go. See, Al Snow probably hear voice that man hears a few screws loose. What does everybody want?
Hey.
What does everybody need?
Hey.
There you go.
What does everybody want?
That's right. Could always move over. I don't see Oba Femi going to the main roster yet, Meredith. I think he's not ready yet. I don't think he's ready. He needs to build up that championship ring. Honestly, the female would think will be Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace, a Paul Heyman. Okay.
I can see that.
I can see that too. Buddy Matthews. That's if he comes back.
Yeah, see, I also wouldn't mind that if he came back, Buddy Matthews, because he's already been part of the Messiah.
That's true. That is very true. But remember, he was in that love story with fucking Mysterio's daughter. And shit, I forgot about that fucking love
You know what's so funny about that?
Mm-hmm.
So Buddy Matthews was in the love story with Aaliyah, right?
Yep.
Buddy Matthews, who was married to Rhea Ripley. Yeah. Aaliyah's brother, Dom, was paired with Rhea Ripley.
Exactly.
What a coincidence! How fun!
I said that like a year ago, and it still gets me.
Isn't it great?
Yeah,
I fucking love it. I love the fact that they fucking did that shit. I mean, let's see. This Paul E.
They keep it in the family.
Let's see if
Paul E. Fat Man. What is with the man?
Paul Heyman's up.
What is with the body shaming today? You know.
I know. It's even Lauren's like, Chris, all together. Shut up. I love Lauren, man. Just love her. Okay. So I guess I don't. Okay, so we got that. One more thing. So, okay, what about the titles? Will you guys leave them at where they belong, like on the brands, or will you switch them? How would you guys do that? Like, I know Bagley, you were gonna say earlier Seth Rollins to SmackDown, so we can mix that up too with it. Might as well. Like, name at least. I would say.
Well, if you're gonna move one, you gotta switch the other. So it's like, if you're gonna take the US, then you automatically switch the IC.
Would you do that though? But would you do that? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. For the women's
I think
and
you
men's?
keep them. Like, I think Raw keeps the world title.
Okay,
Jake.
yeah. I agree.
And then for now, and then I think the WWE title stays on SmackDown.
Okay. I like that.
But here's the problem that you're running with that.
What's the problem?
What if Cena does majority of his dates on Raw, but he's the SmackDown champion?
Yeah, but we're not calling them the. Well, I don't know. Did the champions are drafted?
Well, it's not that. It's the fact that you have it's like I said, you have a brand split, but you're not keeping the guys on the brand that they're drafted to. And if he's going to appear majority of the time on the other brand that he's supposed to be on,
okay,
then it would just be smart to move him over right at the get-go.
Does anyone have John Cena's number to ask him which day?
I know. We need to ask
he's
him.
doing Monday or Fridays more on the 20th.
You know, John Cena. You know,
I am
John
a white
Cena
guy.
follows,
Give me a second.
You know John Cena follows Circle Debate. You know John Cena follows Circle Debate, right? You know that, right?
Yeah. See, he knows it.
GETCHO also.
Yeah, there you go. He follows Circle Debate.
You know, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess it all depends on like what does Netflix want, right?
Yeah.
It all depends. What does Nick Khan want, right? Are you worried about ticket sales and all this shit? You know, so like,
that's a good question. That's a good question, Poppy. It is.
Also, too, like whenever this brand split starts, because it also means like when they do a brand split, they also revamp the shows too as well. I want them to get away with the celebrity in the arena.
Yeah, that needs to go away. You're right. I'm tired of that fucking celebrity shit.
I mean, you know, Ice Cube son, I love you, but I'm tired of seeing you. O'Shea, you're cool, man. O'Shea, you're cool. But I'm tired of seeing you, man. We've been knowing that you're a wrestling fan, you know.
Damn. That's cold-blooded, like that.
Because it's the only reason why I wanted to stop is because it's getting to the point where, like, okay, now I know you handed out tickets. I know they've been handing out tickets. But when we see Macaulay Culkin showed up twice, come on, man. You never featured Macaulay Culkin before. You know?
No, it was his brother, and then it was him.
No, I thought it was him.
They were both there at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
And then Macaulay Culkin showed up again.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's fair. But yeah, I know I'm with you.
It's not.
Chad Jackson, I'm sorry. Here you go.
You fucking mark!
Whoa, that's too hard. Whoa.
I hate to say it though.
They don't go that hard. They don't go that hard.
I hate to say it though, but it's not gonna stop anytime soon because that's what UFC does. Literally every pay-per-view.
Of course,
they're making a point to show everybody there and in the front rows, and you know it's all seats that people are putting. It's gonna keep happening. And it might get worse, so be prepared.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah. For sure. You're not wrong there, OGK. I mean, but okay. So you're saying keep the titles where they should be. You're saying you'll switch the U.S. title with the IC title, but the men's or women's OGK or both.
I want them to just. I'm saying if you switch one, you might as well switch the other because they're interchangeable. You're not going to have both the US and the IC at the same time. You're not going to have both tag teams same brand. You're not going to have both Raw on each brand.
Okay.
When you move a title, you got to move the other title over. And so it's either you keep them the same or you switch things up. And that's why I mentioned the Cena thing. If he's going to automatically, he has his 30 appearances. If he does 20 of them, on Raw, you might as well move him to Raw.
Okay.
And if he's going to be there anyway, you're not going to waste all those. And then if he's holding the SmackDown one, kill that brand because he's not going to appear on it.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. What about you, Bubby? Do you feel like all time you stick with that?
Yeah, I stick with that too. Like, I mean, they're pretty interchangeable. It'll be easy to switch out one for the other. I just don't want them to switch the entire aesthetic like they normally do, where like all of a sudden the announce table is by the entrance.
You guys should do a fantasy draft before the draft. Each take a brand.
Next thing you know, the announce table is going to be in one of the club box seats.
Boxes, exactly.
Try and put this guy through an
You got to go all the way up there. You got to go and take all the stairs.
I love that.
Make that shit a storyline in itself to get a guy up there to put him through the announcers table.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So, any last further things we could? And I have one last topic, and then we'll close it out with the last topic that I have. But is there anything else we can add on this one?
No, that's.
I just hope they split the roster evenly. So
Yeah.
on that heavily one side and light on another. I know it's hard with how one show's 2.5 hours. It's going to 3, but it's going to move down to 2. It'd be cool if they're both 2.5 hours, but I know that's not possible.
Yeah, well, because with Netflix, I mean, they're able. At least they got that control. They can go 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 3.5.
Yeah.
They got that until they put SmackDown to Netflix too. Then they can probably do the same thing, But I hope it does happen. It just
Me too.
Yeah, I think it'll work out for SmackDown, in my opinion. But we have to wait and see. We haven't talked about them because we've been stuck with WWE and everybody else. Might as well that's the topic of the night to fucking end with this shit. What the fuck do you do with this fucking title, man? People are not. This is like, I know people hate me when I say this. It's like your fucking tribal chief right here, fucking John Moxley, been holding this belt for I don't know how long already. But there's 3 people here that I feel that
2. One guy's on a mountain right now for the next 2 months. Was he going to drop from the mountain and then just win the world title?
The reason why I added him, OGK, because knowing this asshole, just like how he delayed the fucking storyline with Adam Cole and fucking MJF, will do the same shit. And he's
That's fucking bullshit.
bullshit, Tony Khan, because he would do some bullshit that way. You will fucking do it. If you will not let one of these fucking...
But what did he delay with them?
Okay.
They had the title match.
I'm comparing it with fucking Adam Cole and MJF.
I know.
Okay, right. But because Adam Cole, remember, he was hurt. How long did they... Over a fucking year, they went over a fucking story that it died out. And they should have just went separately. It took that long. They should have done it way along to end it when he was hurt. There was no reason for that to bring it back again. It was stupid. It was just stupid. It died out. It was flat. Here, I feel that this bullshit Tony Khan will fucking delay and have fucking... If nobody beats Moxley at Double or Nothing, it's going to be Darby at All In. I'm telling you that right now. And that's going to fucking...
But how are you going to do that when the winner of the Owen Hart gets the
no, you're right. I forgot. I forgot.
That's why I'm confused at why you have him here, because he's not going to be back until at least June 1st at the earliest.
But unless, let's say he retains that All In, and then after All In, what's after All In? What's the other big pay-per-view they have?
Right after All In is Forbidden Door,
and then right after that.
All In.
All Out.
Yeah. All Out. I mean, yeah.
So they might fucking wait to All Out to give it to fucking...
I don't think they do, though. I think the guy that's on there is the guy that's going to beat him. And that's...
So you feel that... Who is it going to be, though? Do you feel it's Hangman or Ospreay?
I think with what they've already been telling, it's going to be Ospreay. I think the Young Bucks are going to cost Hangman because you already have that thing with Swerve. I think they're going to do a tag match. And Ospreay's kind of not doing anything other than the Owen Hart Classic. I think it fits perfectly for him to slide right into that slot because we've been asking for him to win it, and he kind of didn't win it right away.
Right.
They wanted to kind of slow play it a little bit. I think this worked out perfectly for him. He's the hottest act in AEW right now. He goes into there, and it's kind of funny because he's going to have to beat probably Fletcher to do it. Unless they have Hangman win, and then with what Hangman's doing right now with them, he goes to the finals, and then say something like the Young Bucks or something cost them against Ospreay. They already had that little teaser of Hangman with Swerve. I should say.
Agreed. I agree with that.
And then you have Ospreay win. Like Darby, he was there, but then with him going away to do this, that kind of killed that momentum. He's out of it. Like, a lot has happened since then. I felt like not a lot had happened when Adam Cole got hurt and then came back with MJF. I think they tried to do something with it then because not a lot was happening, but it just wasn't received well.
Flat. It died out.
Yeah, they tried it. It didn't work. Then they went away from it. At least they didn't keep doing it. They went away from it once it didn't work.
Which I'm glad, but it took that fucking long to fucking
And I like, you could just tell because Darby was away for 2 months, and then he just went to Mount Everest, and he's on Mount Everest for 2 months. He's basically living on a mountain for 2 months. By the time he comes back, he's gonna have a fucking full beard. He's gonna have hair, and he's probably gonna be like fucking 200 something pounds. He's gonna look like a new man, or he could look like a toothpick. For all we know, I think he's far away from like a storyline. Is what I'm saying.
I'm just scared that this motherfucker will probably delay it till Darby to come back to do it. If he does do that, I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off because it's like
he's not gonna do that.
So you're saying Will Ospreay is a guy to beat Moxley at All In? He wins at Double or Nothing and goes All In and wins the title.
Yes, you've seen like I said, he is the hottest act. He gets the crowd.
No, you're the hottest act. All right, you're the hottest act.
Hey. That's the only one I go on Circle Debate. So
okay, because of that clean cut and
clean cut, the crown,
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. He already knows. He already
knows. He already knows. That's how you know.
No, you're glorious.
Only on weekends. That's all.
No, but I think it has to be Ospreay. I think the way they position him, the way he's on Hard Tournament, the way he doesn't have like a backup plan in case he loses, like Heyman does. They position him the way that he should be. And I like the fact that they waited. They didn't just blow the load right away on him after he signed.
Chris saying that Mark Davis might cost Will Ospreay.
He's injured right now.
Yeah, he hurt himself. He's hurt.
Yeah.
So you see, what do you mean, Dave? You said, oh my god!
My god!
I don't know. I mean, Bobby, who do you have? Do you feel that fucking Tony Khan would delay the fucking story, waited till All Out for Darby to show up and win the belt instead of either Will Ospreay or Hangman? Well, who do you got? What do you think?
I think Will Ospreay is going to be the one to take it.
And
it's about time too. It's about time.
Yes.
He's the one that has the most hype. He's the one that has the most draw right now in AEW. It's like you need to put him on there before he gets frustrated, before he gets the storyline doesn't get like dry, like because it's not working with the Death Riders. The whole story of what they're trying to do, it just doesn't work. It's just it's boring,
Jesus, yes.
So they need to refresh this. The AEW title, it's a good looking title. It needs to be seen, So why not put it with Will Ospreay? It makes the most sense.
Everything killed with the storyline once Darby got hurt. They had a perfect storyline with him.
But they could have done a Revolution. I'm telling you, if Darby would have not chosen to go to fucking Mount Everest and would have decided to fucking give me the belt, they would have given it to them at Revolution. It would have made more fucking sense there because Sting retired last year at Revolution that way. Might as well. I'm just saying. But
it's like I said months ago. Blame Darby. Don't blame Tony.
I still blame Tony Khan for allowing him. I would have said no. I need you to be the champion.
What can he do? What can he do if he's gonna do?
He's fucking soft. That's why he's fucking soft. Oh, you can do whatever you want, guys. Yeah, do whatever.
Tony Khan right now.
We see it all the time, though. We see this all the time.
Past 3 months, he's been doing pretty decent work when it comes to AEW. Yeah. I mean, we've been watching Collision here. We've been watching Collision here for a while, and Collision has been like one of the best shows.
Fuck yeah, better than Dynamite.
And so Dynamite is, Dynamite.
I feel like Dynamite's been great the last month.
Yeah. And so like it's been doing its thing, and then obviously the pay-per-views always are successful. So like,
yeah.
And it's about time for Will Ospreay to carry that title. That's the reason why he's here. This is the reason why they brought him here. So
that's very true.
Like I said, I feel like there was a reason why they didn't just do it right away, because you wanted the fans.
They want to get people familiar with Will Ospreay.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're a year in. Now it's perfect.
Okay.
And then you could have him do it.
Let me ask you this. Remind me, because maybe I'm having the brain fart here. Because did Ospreay ever won the IWG or officially or right?
Oh yeah. Wasn't it during the COVID era?
That's when he won it the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time. Yeah.
First time, right?
When he beat
Kota Ibushi,
Shingo
right?
for it.
Oh,
he beat Kota Ibushi. I think he then lost to Shingo and then won it back against Shingo.
Right.
When he won the New Japan Cup.
Okay, I have to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
I fucking remember that shit. Let's see. Chris says after Darby reaches the summit, Hogan will have the new story about how he climbed back in 1975 and helicoptered up top of the mountain. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So you got Will. Okay, so both of you guys got Will Ospreay. So that's what you see on that story. Okay.
Yeah. It's like I said, I see Hangman and Swerve against the Young Bucks.
Okay, you're right. That I agree with you. Because that story does make a lot of sense with it.
Because I dare say Hangman is bigger than the title right now.
Yeah. I will say that I agree. Hangman is one of the few wrestlers in AEW where he's like his own brand.
Yes.
Like a lot of the wrestlers, they need a title. And I'm not saying like okay, so I'll mention people like MJF doesn't need a title.
Yeah.
Right? John Moxley doesn't need a title.
No, he doesn't.
Will Ospreay doesn't really need
a fucking break.
Doesn't need a title. Bobby Lashley, those guys, they don't need a title.
It's 4 years and he still hasn't no breakdown.
John Moxley needs a break. He needs a vacation. That motherfucker has not taken a vacation since showing up at AEW.
Hold on. He took a vacation and then he came back and did this shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
How long
so maybe he doesn't need a vacation.
How long did he take a vacation?
It wasn't long, right? It was like
Hell no, it was like,
like 2 months? 2 months?
2 months?
And where's Eddie Kingston?
He's almost back. I saw him training with Baroni, with Cesar Baroni.
How does he look?
Shaved that beard. He looks in better shape.
He lost a lot of weight or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to see. Damn, a good friend. I miss him. I miss Eddie Kingston.
They said he'll be back by summertime. So,
Rusty, what's up,
not Will Ospreay. I say him because him and John Moxley got a background. They can build that up.
If you have him come back and help Ospreay, just because of that, as his return.
That's a great idea too, because you're right. Him coming back and actually get involved in the situation and fucking cost Moxley to lose the belt.
Action ready?
Really, Chris? Really put the belt on Action Ready or hologram? Do they cost your company to burn more money? What the fuck? No. Oh God. Okay, so that's what you guys see. I forgot to put one person here, which I forgot to put the women's side. I want to talk about the women's one. All right, Jamie Hayter or Monet? Who goes and
Hayter?
You want Jamie Hayter to win, right?
I think she wins.
You said that she wins. Okay.
So you think Monet's gonna win and they'll only have one women's match?
And she loses to Toni Storm. Fuck yeah, we'll have her lose to Toni Storm. Fuck that. She needs to lose. I'm tired of her fucking bullshit.
No, I mean, you think that she's gonna win the tournament?
Unfortunately, because it's Tony Khan and he will book whatever she wants and is gonna give her what she wants. And
I don't even think that's the case, though.
You're gonna tell me that Tony Khan does not allow this woman to do whatever the fuck she wants?
No.
So you think that Tony Khan controls the creative?
I think who's in control? Tony Khan. You said that from the beginning.
Doesn't Mercedes have creative control in her contract though?
She does. That's
She
what
does, right?
saying. She does.
I don't even think.
But
who has said that she has creative control? That's what I want to know.
No, that's what
I think.
That's what I'm asking.
I think
in the contract.
I think every
it's
wrestler,
in the contract.
I think every wrestler has their say of what they would like their character to do.
Right.
But I don't think that means you have.
It would be the end all be all.
Yeah, I think it's up to. I think it's up to Tony, and I think he's just pushing the big star right now. But I think what's the best way to push another star than have her start that losing streak?
I will say this because I think both of them deserve it. But why would you guys not want her to have the Owen Cup?
Because she has the TBS title right now.
That was the answer?
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, well, I'm laughing because I knew that was going to be the answer, but like I'm also agreeing because she has too many wins, right? But to look at
it's just the fact that she has that title, and if you put her into the world title match at all in, then what are you going to book her twice in one day?
So my thing is like, and I know that this is probably not going to be on the favorite side, but I'm just looking at it from an opposite angle.
Okay.
She has been putting some of the best matches internationally with her opponents, right? Which happen to be all Josie wrestlers. So that's kind of a cheat code, right? But she is a name brand. And if we're talking Owen Hart is the most versatile wrestler in that family. Mm-hmm. Who represents that type of wrestler the best in this tournament? You kind of have to say Mercedes Moné. If we're just looking at it from that aspect, and who's going to carry that notoriety of winning the Owen Cup higher than Mercedes Moné?
I hate to say this, but
right. Who deserves it? It's Jamie Hayter.
Who should have fucking deserved it when it was Athena?
Oh yeah, that too. So that's why.
But I see Athena taking the TBS title from her.
I hope so.
At all, and that's why I think the whole way they had Athena lose with the stupid roll up, holding the ropes.
That was the stupidest shit ever, honestly.
But if it equates to them having a match at All In, and that's where you have Athena taking the TBS title, then it serves purpose.
Exactly.
Agree.
But maybe you need to have Athena pop up at Double or Nothing,
right?
Somehow.
Exactly. Now, that's what.
If that doesn't happen, then I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. But I still feel like they have plugged something to where it's Athena versus Monet for the TBS, and then Hayter versus Toni Storm for the women's title.
Wow, that's how you're feeling, Chris. But okay, but see, even this Christopher, he agrees with you, Puppy. Like what you're saying, and like
if we take out because I know that there's a lot of feelings towards the person, but if we just look at the in-ring skills, it would be her.
It makes sense. Like everything, what you just broke it down in details, it makes absolutely sense. And you're right. It's as much as I fucking I'm tired of spoiled brat being spoiled, but everything how you broke it into details about this tournament and Owen Hart name makes fucking sense.
Yes. Me personally, I would like Nyla Rose, but we're not getting that. But you know.
Where the fuck is Nyla? Where the fuck is he?
Exactly. Personally, I would love Shakira. Hikaru Shida in there. I would love that.
Oh my god. I would have liked that shit.
Me personally, right?
The professor, give me Serena Deeb.
Serena. Come on, Serena Deeb definitely is another one that should be.
Even Dion Perazzo, Ty Valkyrie.
Because I'll tell you, and the reason why I say that is because when they did it last year, Britt Baker didn't do anything for the Owen Hart Cup. and I know, granted, she was injured, but while she was the Owen Hart winner, like what happened? Like nothing.
That's true. That's very true.
At least with Mercedes, with her going to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because that's when they didn't have like the winner fought the champion.
Right.
Because that was the first one.
It was just like a tournament.
Yeah, when her and Adam Cole won it.
Right, when the ex relationships, right?
Yeah.
At least with Mercedes and Monet going to different promotions and wrestling other women and doing things internationally, she could still have that underneath her title and say like Owen Hart winner,
Right.
While putting the name out, putting everything out there, advertising that she won the Owen Hart title, probably bringing that thing to a prestige level in AEW. So to me, that's why it makes sense. Personality aside.
That's partly why I don't think she needs it, because she's already doing that, and she has the TBS title. She has those titles.
True.
And I don't think you need that to outshine Toni Storm, who is your champion, who's doing it herself.
But I still feel like, okay, she wins it. She goes to face. I like your story though, OGK, about, let's say she doesn't, right? Let's say it's Hayter wins it. But let's say if Monet does win it, I think the perfect fit for her to lose will be Toni Storm. And then from there, it will be her starting of a losing streak. Then later we could say maybe All Out, we could see Athena taking away that belt from her, the TBS title, and so far and so forth. Then we could see it that way.
But you gotta have her take the TBS title off of it beforehand.
So you feel Athena should be the first one to do that before Toni Storm pins her?
I don't care how you do it, but if she's going to win the Owen Cup, you got to take this title off, because then that's one less match that you have on your biggest show. Because you're taking the title away, because you're doing a title versus title, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, the title versus title would be the marquee.
Yes. I agree. I agree with that.
So she wouldn't lose the TBS title going into it.
Well,
yeah.
If you're gonna have both of them go together, you might as well do a title versus title.
But that's what I'm saying after, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is that Monet could start the losing streak after All In when she loses against Toni Storm. Then, how Just is saying about title for title with Tina later, then there you go. She loses the belt there.
Well, why not all the titles? Like
This one was
signed. Okay, yeah.
It's like I said with Kenny Omega. Like, he lost the Impact title to Christian on Rampage, and then it started like just the avalanche effect of him just. Same with Eddie Kingston when he had the 3, he lost them within 2 months of each other. Like,
I mean, I can see that could be the case, because I think that's what that Monet character kind of needs, that, because it's too for. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about this character. It's just flat for me. It is annoying.
I love the character, honestly. I don't get the hate for the character. People are hating the way. Right?
Yeah, I don't get the hate. I mean, there's things I dislike, but I don't get the hate, like what Bakley's saying.
Yeah, because it's a gimmick. They're mistaking the gimmick for reality.
The person,
they think
right?
It's the reality, the person, but it's the gimmick.
Oh, I know that. I agree with you guys. Yeah.
Do people might think that like Ted DiBiase has millions of dollars? Man, he's broke, man.
Oh yeah, he broke. He broke like shit.
Yeah,
he's broke based on his son for all his behind.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he went there.
That's right. Yeah, because his son did some shit. Oh shit.
You think Jacob Fatu be acting like that outside? Hey, he's a chill dude. He's a chill dude.
Man, Jacob Fatu has 7 kids.
Bro.
Whoa, I wasn't going there. But,
You're talking to the person.
Hey, I didn't have to. He put in an interview today.
To the person that actually is friends with him, have his phone number here, and I fucking,
he's a chill guy. He's a
chill guy.
You think he'd be doing backflips out of nowhere just cause? Like, oh man, we're going to McDonald's.
No. I said because he did an interview today. It was the funniest thing. They were just like, They're like, how's home life? He was like, I have 7 kids, mostly women. He was like, this is what I do this for. He was like,
I know.
This is easy compared to home.
Oh, trust me. I know. Believe me, I've met him. I've met all his kids. Yeah. I know what he goes
through. You think LA Knight just says, yeah, all the damn time? Man, come on.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah, dummy. Came out red. Of course, Chris. I'm not there's a lot of things I can't say, but I can tell you.
Jacob, I too love that guy.
I love him.
Awesome.
He's a very great friend, and I'm happy for him. And he has my number. So if he ever needs me to manage him, this marketing shit, I'll fucking do it for him. So.
But Owen Cup, I felt like this year they've done the best job since last year.
I agree with that. I do. I think this year's better than last year. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this Owen Cup. I like the tournament. I love it. And damn, man, I don't know. It's just like I kind of wish it was Statlander, though, to be honest. I wanted Statlander.
And that was a fantastic match. That was a great match.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think Hater was the right pick.
Oh, no. I'm not mad about the pick. I'm happy, but I kind of wish Statlander would have redeemed herself, But
you want her to be in that spot.
Yeah, I feel like she kind of needs it. I feel like Hater. I hope this could rebuild her back up to that spot again because technically she never lost a belt. She had a relinquish it. So
to me, in my mind, it's already been rebuilt already.
Okay.
She's already rebuilt herself as a contender already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that. I know OG came to the same because that's his woman right there. I already know that.
Well, just look at the matches in the tournament Hater has had. Statlander, her and Billy Starks went to town both times.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they did. Yes.
Holy shit. Talking about matches right there.
But other than that, we got to give her credit, too, because she kind of gained her weight back. Because remember when she came back, she didn't look like that. Now she kind of like gained her muscle back again, and she gained some muscle back.
She didn't jump into the fray right away. Like, she had the visa issues, and then she came back from that, and she rebuilt some of it, being back in the swing of things because she did miss over a year. But now I feel like she's finally gotten her footing back.
Mm-hmm. Martha Hart threatened to pull from the company with how bad it was. I mean,
see?
Wait, what?
I didn't know that, but
damn.
With how bad what was?
The tournament
last year?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. I guess so. So they had to make it good.
I don't believe that until I see her say it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because that's something big we would know about.
Well, that's true. I never heard of that. That's neat to me.
That's information Bakley would know. He'll
be the first one.
I trust Bakley's info on wrestling more than
Brett has talked about it. Then why did she come back?
Well, no. Then that's the case, Chris. That's Brett's opinion. We know Brett. We don't.
Come on.
Come on. We don't know Bret Hart.
Brett hates everything, man. You seen how he was? The man got inducted. This is his 3rd time in the WWE Hall of Fame, right? And treated with the utmost respect, and still salty. Still,
he'll probably still make it somehow about Goldberg.
Goldberg
was not invited to the Hall of Fame.
He'd be like, I'll still be. I would have Sean's position if Goldberg never kicked me in.
Yeah. He would have said.
I would be the coach of NXT if I never got.
I'd be the first 17-time world champion if it wasn't for Goldberg kicking me.
Poor Goldberg. Oh,
if you ask me, Goldberg helped you out, man. You were doing nothing in WCW.
They weren't doing shit with you in WCW.
They kicked him back to WWE.
Kicked him back to WWE, but I mean, what else can we say? I mean, So far, this guy's got you invested. The tournament, AEW overall. Any other final thoughts you guys have for AEW that you guys want to add on besides the tournament?
No, I think AEW.
I think they're going in the right direction with what they're doing.
Yeah,
and they're doing. I feel like they're doing better with the storytelling.
I agree. I agree with you. I do agree. I agree because I like the MJF story because that is delaying and I love the delay. I like how this is taking. I do like that.
Bobby Lashley, they just stole his car. They stole his car. They just took his car in front of him, man.
Still give him a thumbs down.
And you know what? Whatever MJ wants, like MJF wants, payment wise, just pay him because he's one of the guys that's keeping this company afloat too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and I like the fact that you bring the Bucks back. You know, it's going to come out that the Bucks had something to do with the Death Riders.
And that's where I know Steven's saying right here that it didn't improve it. And I think that's exactly what you're saying is possibly the best improvement for that. And I think you're right. I think it's going to come out down the line later because remember, okay, refresh my memory and see if you can help me with this.
Yes.
Do you remember when the Bucks left?
They're shredding their documents.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Where do you think they could go with that? With that improvement, like how Steven's saying about Death Riders. What do you think it was? What do you think they sold what did they sold? Or what is it they bet on that they lost the bet that they had to give up their position? What do you think was it? Was it that or what? Like, if you guys booked that story to make it more into like, oh yeah, hell yeah, like, you tell me. You gotta give me something there.
they burned the documents.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he do that? Because they were being. Did they say why before? No.
At the time,
No,
they made them
said.
seem like they were afraid of the Death Riders. So
Yes.
they're burning documents. They're getting out of Dodge because the AEW team wanted them to help them against the Death Riders, and then the Young Bucks and like Jack Perry wanted nothing to do with it. They would just bolt. And then one of the last ones we see of them after they dropped the titles was them shredding the documents. And they're like, it's not a fight. We're out.
But what the fuck was it though? That's where I'm trying to like.
I don't know. I think the Bucks are dumb. So like, what I mean is the Bucks are dumb, is because they're in storylines that they're incapable of telling. You know, they're making these big ideas that they're incapable of delivering the final product.
So they can't finish it, but they can start it. You can say
Yeah, they can only start shit, which that's just like them. They just start shit. And they just can't finish anything. So to me, I don't know where this leads to. I don't really care. Just do tag matches. I really don't care too much about the Bucks being utilized as like they're basically The Rock. You know what I'm saying? You know what they're doing. So
like, in other words,
I mean, in ring, they're dope. But as far as this other stuff that they're doing outside of the ring and trying to be like these bigger personalities, it just doesn't work for them. You know?
Okay.
I'm in the opposite direction of that. I think.
I don't care.
That's pretty much
this is circle debate, baby. You know? This is why we're here.
I think what they bring to the table, they're always going to have a reaction, and that's what you want in wrestling, whether it's good, or hate, booing or applause. They're never going to have no reaction. The Young Bucks, and they're just going to lean into it. And I feel like if it comes out that they're the ones that allowed this to happen, because even if it was something just off the cuff, like to get the heat off of them, so they had a bigger villain come in to have people forget about how much they hate about the Bucks. Mm-hmm. But then it comes out that the Bucks were the ones that started the whole thing. and they've already come in. What better way to come back than to come in and to super kick, but and say the biggest act in AEW in Swerve.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got a guy in Hangman they've already set history with, who has kind of been at odds with Swerve. And now him and Swerve are kind of playing this game of I don't hate you, but I hate you right now. And what a way to ignite it more than have somehow the Young Bucks try to get in between it, which is just going to backfire. And then you get a little bit of the story from there of what happened with the shredding of the documents.
It's almost like a mixture, like a fucking tombstone movie here. It's like, man, it's almost like I'll be your Huckleberry. Like, it's pretty much what I feel like this one right here.
If that's the way it plays out, that's the way it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do have to go.
We're closing it out.
This is great.
Yeah.
5 years. What an amazing run. We're almost at 1,000 homies. So guys, this is great. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Ivan, OPC, Bakley. I'll see you in the chat, homies.
Shout out to the Getcha podcast.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Never.
Never, baby. That's right. That is right. But we are done, folks. It is that time. Okay. Yeah, we're closing it out. It is that time, and here we go.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
That's right, folks. You already heard our boy Just GETCHO. Never, ever. That's right. Catch me every Wednesday after Dynamite.
Wonderful.
No, you're wonderful. There's been a wonderful, incredible, almost 4 hours. I mean, I know. What's what we do here? We debate, we rail, and what else?
Throne.
Oh God, that's you. We know you dethrone. You know, you
digest.
You digest. Yes. You know, we discuss, we debate, and we derail. That's what it is we do. The 3Ds here, folks. But we
give me
appreciate
10 minutes.
you.
I'll come up with 10 more.
Oh man, I can tell you folks that we love you guys and thank you all for really joining us here in this incredible 5 years that is going to continue and more and more and more. This network is growing wonderful, tremendously, and a lot of things will be new season, a lot of new seasons here, and Dojo Debate will be back. I'll tell you that because we're going to have to do the best of Super Juniors. That is for sure. That OGK and I are excited for. That's going to be fucking amazing. Once the best Super Junior begins, I know we have Don Taco starting in a couple hours. I know that's happening, tonight.
Red Zone was today.
That's right, and so that's going to be something that OGK and I are really stoked for the best of Super Juniors, and we're going to break it down in that tournament. And then,
indeed.
And what else we got on Dojo Debate coming up too, OGK? Because there's a lot coming up. That tell the people that we got not only just the best Super Juniors, but we also got the annual, and it's coming back. You know what it is.
Yeah. The annual, I won't sleep at all because I'll have so many matches to watch.
Well, fucking G1 baby is coming back.
Go on 6. I'm so glad that they did the format like they did last year, because if they didn't, it would just be the July and August to forget, because it's like so much.
Oh, I know.
I love the new format. I just love it.
I know. I'm glad. Me too. I actually like the new format. I actually like it. It's better. I feel. Yeah. My opinion,
but we do have the best of Super Juniors that run for like 2-3 weeks in May, and it's always culmination is you have the finals at right coming into Dominion. or you had the finals, and then the winner will get the shot at the champion at Dominion. And then right after, once Dominion, which is always in June, that always runs into the G1 Climax. You're always going to get the field of the G1 at Dominion. So
absolutely, yeah. It's
woo, man. Creeping up on us.
Oh yeah, and then not only that, folks. I mean, we may do it. I don't know. It's depending how, obviously, because it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. We may do, depending on the time as well. I have to look at it and see the schedule and our personal schedule too, because we also have Don Taco on May 3rd. You know, we had that coming up. You know, Don Taco's another one.
May 9th is, of course, the New Japan Resurgence.
That's just right. And that's in Ontario, in LA. So I might go to that one, depending. And then from there, starting, I believe in May 10th is, I believe, where the Super Juniors will begin. I believe so. That's where it kicks it off, underway from May 10th and on. And then from there, the OGK, the King, and I will discuss. We'll probably come back here before to talk about that and break down the brackets of it and give our thoughts.
Because we know who's in the best of Super Junior. We just don't know the brackets yet. They probably would do the bracket at the Dontaku.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that too. Yeah, you're absolutely right, OGK. They're gonna probably just announce it that day. The brackets of where it's going to be. I mean, who's where, and then that's where OGK and I will discuss about that and give our take on that and who can win it all on that Best Super Junior, because I feel Best Super Junior. I don't know if you feel the same, but I feel this announcements of who's going to be in it. I feel that hopefully it's going to be the best one. I have a feeling it's the best one.
Yeah, well, we already know the roster for Best of Super Junior. I just hope that they split it up the right way, because I'm so glad that Nick Wayne and Kevin Knight are in it.
Oh yeah,
and Templario.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
He's facing Desperado for the title on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, that's right. Okay, let's see. Shake my head. Let's see. Dynamite got 8-man tag match. Omega, Speedball Knight versus the Briscoes. And Briscoe versus Bucks, Okada, and Ricochet. Great.
Oh,
that's gonna be amazing. I care for you too, Lauren. Oh, God, Curtis and Lauren, you guys are going at it with each other. But that we're gonna come back with, folks, and then we're also gonna come back with. We might do a double header for May 10th for Backlash and Make Believe. It's depending how the schedule is, of course, of that show, both shows, to see how it works out. What else do we have going? Of course, we do have another one that we're gonna have to work it out, depending on like the times they're gonna show it, and that is NXT Battleground and Double or Nothing. So we're gonna have to wait to see. But until then, you can catch us here every Monday for Raw Dogging with Dom and friends with benefits. Tuesday with OGK and the Redeemer for NXT Tuesdays watch along.
NXT,
baby. Catch us here Wednesday, of course. Dynamite, of course, with Tim King and OGK. Thursday nights, catch it this Thursday as OGK will be watch party for TNA Impact live on Thursday, which will be live. It'll be 10 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific on Thursday for that. Friday Night SmackDown. And we'll possibly be back here next Saturday for another Circle Debate. We're trying to, new season for Circle Debate happening as well. And then just keep an eye on us and just follow the schedule by subscribing. Hit the like button here. Hit the notification button, and you'll get all that schedule for you guys going. Appreciate everybody on Twitter, on X, on Twitch. Shout out to Barry Monkey on Twitch. Shout out to everybody that is watching this on social media, on Instagram as well. And shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, around the world internationally. We love you guys. Thank you guys for the support, the love, the support. And don't forget, hit that like, subscribe button, notification bell. Subscribe. Go to the link tree below if you want to buy our merch. Coming soon, you will get your very own OGK. You're going to get your own very OGK crown coffee cup, and t-shirt. It's coming soon. A lot of things are coming here in this channel, folks. Stay tuned for that.
Hell yeah.
That's right. But any last words, OGK, that you have to say?
I'm king of England.
He's the king of the world, Craig. He's the king of the world, Craig. I might as well just.
I'll stick with England.
Okay.
The world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
That's right, the world. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe. Depending, I don't know if OGK is feeling it. He might do the watch along for Rebellion tomorrow. But let's see if he makes it on time. But stay tuned. You never know. It might happen. I will be there in attendance. But until then, folks, you know what it is of podcasting, hailing the king, him besmirching people, doing music, debating about sports, anything else. We do 3 words right here for you.
We make history.
See you next time. Peace.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so over. Will over and over. Make over and over. History over and over and over and over.